All right, guys, what's good? So I don't know what the fuck happened, but yeah. So pretty much what I was saying before I got interrupted and shit was pretty much anybody who's on my channel watching my content, like you already like I'm not teaching, I'm not trying to wake anyone up. I'm not doing any of that because I'm realizing most people are fucking retarded. Like I'm just telling you guys. I was at the store and I'm just observing like day by day and like I take mental evaluations of like how life is. And like a year ago, it wasn't as bad as it is now. Like I don't know if any of you guys know because we're like in a shift right now. If you're not in what they call fifth dimensional consciousness or some type of higher awareness, I'm gonna call it higher awareness. They call it fifth dimensional consciousness. They call it high vibration. They just have all these weird fucking names for it because people like to make weird fucking names for things that are just regular human traits or being in a spirit in a fucking animal human body. But if you're not in a higher like awareness, it's going to be very problematic for you right now. This is why I tell you guys to start doing your fasting, breath work. Uh, I don't want to say meditation because I fucking hate that word meditation. I despise that word meditation because you have dumbass people say, "Oh, I meditate," and then they'll tell you. And when you look at what they're doing to meditate, it's something that if you do, it doesn't have an effect on you. So it's like counterproductive. So that's why that word meditation is very vague to me because listening to music could be a meditation, walking could be a meditation, fasting is a meditation for me, yoga is a meditation for me, breath work, that's a meditation. There's many forms of meditation. And then certain meditations won't even work for you if you don't even have certain like access. Like if you haven't really calmed your nervous system to a point where you can be able to indulge in certain things won't even work for you. Like you can't enjoy walking out in nature if you have a fucking if you don't have a certain awareness. If you walk out of nature, it's gonna be lame as fuck, and you're gonna want to do some other shit because you don't have a certain awareness. So people say, "Oh, you don't like to walk in nature. You like to be inside all day." Obviously, he likes to be inside all day, bitch. Why don't you tell him why they don't like to be inside all day? They like to be inside because they have a low frequency. They haven't done certain um, practices to make their awareness more like able to be aware. So that's what they like to be inside all day. But don't think that just because somebody's inside all day, that's just how it is. It's just they haven't reached that awareness. So if you don't have a certain awareness, this shit's gonna get like this is why you see a lot of people just crashing the fuck out right now and just looking weird. Like it's weird, man. I be observing people in public, man. I just came back from the Target, and it's just this shit's crazy. Like every person I see, like they look miserable. And I was looking on like something made me think today because like I be looking at these bitches, right? And then I see the bitches who be chilling, they be like in a good mood. And this is my observation. I've seen all these bitches, they be chilling and be in a good mood. And then I be looking at them like, okay. And then I observe it. And then I see other bitches who always look angry. And there's one bitch, she was looking really, really angry. And I looked, and then I overheard her speak, and she was like saying her age. She's like, "Oh, I'm 31," and she was talking to somebody else. And then, like, this was like multiple times I've seen this, and I'm like, why is it like a lot of these bitches who are in their 30s are just miserable as fuck? Like, I noticed out of any female that's reached her Saturn return, and it's like I noticed this. It's like this is why I don't deal with bitches that are like in a Saturn return or above a Saturn return because hold on. This is why I don't deal with bitches that are in their Saturn return or above their Saturn return because a lot of them, especially if they haven't healed, besides the fact that they look wrinkly as fuck. Because me, I can't date no bitch. I don't know. One thing about me, I can't date no bitch because if I date a bitch, I'm gonna want to go out with another female, and especially if she gets old. Like if I get a girl that's like 25 or like this at 23, by the time she gets 30, she gonna look ugly as fuck and wrinkly. And I don't see how I can keep dating this bitch without wanting to go and cheat. Don't get me wrong. I get like you want to date somebody and have a partner you can build with, but I don't see being with somebody just as far as just fuck buddies for the rest of my life. That's fucking retarded as fuck. Even if I was with somebody, once you get to a certain age and you look wrinkled, like these white bitches, they be looking wrinkly as fuck at the age of like 40. Like, I can't date you, bitch, if you white and you age quick. Like, that's just fucking out of the league. So if we were gonna date, once you get to age 40, it's gonna be a law. Like, I'm gonna have to cheat and fuck somebody on the side, bitch, because if you don't let me cheat and fuck somebody on the side, I can't date. This is why I don't like the way the system has created this. I don't even know if it's the system or if it's just the world, because I like a lot of the problems people say it's a systematic problem. I'm starting to think this is just reality. It's not just the system. I don't know. Like, maybe like that's something I still got to sit on. I don't want to sit there and make any like, but I'm thinking like a lot of these problems that are out here. It's like a lot of people, they don't want to work. Yes, you say, oh, we don't need to work. We need to live for free, but you can't live for free. So if you don't like working, you don't like reality. It's just how the matrix has you working. It's like very problematic. So that's what you don't like. But if you're gonna have to work when you be here. That's a problem. So if you don't like working, you don't like this reality, because you're always gonna have to work in this reality. It's just the matrix has you working differently. When it comes to dating these bitches, they say you have to be with one partner. I don't believe in that, because me, I have a young spirit. I'm like in my mid-30s. I look young as fuck. I see bitches my age, like they ugly and they old as fuck. The way they talk, the way I'm like, I can't date this bitch like this. I need to be a bitch at least like younger. But even when if I get her when she's like 22, by the time she gets to like 28, I'm gonna be like, if she's white, you know that bitch gonna wrinkle like crazy. Probably not 28, probably like 38, and she gonna start wrinkling and shit. And I'm like, I can't be with you, bitch. I'm gonna have to cheat and fuck some other bitch on the fucking side. I can't be with your stupid ass, like your wrinkly ass. Like, unless they release some type of fucking like biotech where like the bitch wrinkles disappear, or some cream she puts on herself. I don't know. Probably puts some fucking like tree moss or whatever the fuck, some of those Dr. Sebi herbs on her fucking wrinkles, and hopefully that shit will work. But I don't even think that shit will work, because these bitches still aging like some fucking nasty ass disgusting milk. So I don't even think that shit will even fucking work, because it's 2025 and bitch, this wrinkle still exists. So I can't date that bitch. So if you were gonna date a bitch, and if you were gonna get older, you can't cheat on her because it's not right. But I mean, I'm not the type of person who's gonna cheat. I'm gonna be like straight up, bitch. Like, I care about you. We can build, but I need to fuck somebody on the side just to fuck somebody on the side. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. But we could still build and even still fucking shit. But I can't expect to fuck you. That's retarded. Let's just say I date a white bitch. I may want a black bitch. Let's just say I date a black bitch or a Mexican. I may want a white bitch or an Asian bitch, or like I have to be with you forever. That's fucking retarded. That's dumb as fuck. And I'm not saying you gotta sit here and treat the bitch like shit. You can still build and have respect, but it's like I hate the way this whole relationship dynamic shit is, where you have to be with one partner, and then if you cheat, it's somehow like a problem. And like it's just hella fucking weird. Like, I don't know, I don't understand. It's dumb. And then you have these, and these bitches are stupid as fuck too. Like, these bitches, they don't know how to lie. Like, a lot of these bitches will complain about men don't want to date them because they have a high body count, which I get it. You don't want to date no bitch with a high body count, but what you should do is just tell them you don't have a high body count. Just, I'm not saying lie, like, because no man's gonna believe you that you ain't fucking a man, no bitch or no man before. But you gotta like ease your way into it. Like, I don't know why these bitches are so honest. So like, a lot of these bitches, they hella stupid when they be telling niggas the truth about their body count. Like, just lie. Like, to be honest, so it can make it better for both people, for you and for the man who thinks that he's with somebody who didn't. Like, these bitches, they stupid as fuck. So that should never be a complaint from a female, as men complain about their body count, because men only will know your body count if they know you personally, which rarely they do, or bitch, you told them the truth. Fucking lie. If you're 28, tell the nigga you've been with two men and you've been with them for like 5 years each, and you have sex with them. That was it. That's something you can work with. You can't tell no nigga in 2025, if you're a female, especially if you look bad, that I ain't never fucked no man before. Get the fuck out of here. Women like to get fucked. Just like a man likes to fuck, women like to get fucked. So I understand it. So I don't expect no female to be straight up like, that's just dumb as fuck. I don't make no damn sense, because if she's straight asexual like that, what the fuck made her want to go with you all of a sudden? Like, ain't no nigga that fucking damn special unless you got a fucking bag. And even if you got a bag, bitch, by the time a bitch reaches 16, she wants to get fucked. Just like when you were 16, you want to get fucked. When men get when men get it twisted though, is a lot of women, they may not want to fuck with them, but then they get that misconstrued that, oh, women don't want to fuck. But no, it's every female wants, because they have a fucking vagina. It just, they're more selective because they're a female. They actually get attached more so than men that fuck you. So a woman has to be more attracted to you to fuck you more so than a man for the most part, unless he's like a prostitute or whatever. But even then, that's a mental illness. Any bitch that's a prostitute. But a man doesn't have to be fully attracted. Like, I don't have to be 100% attracted to a bitch to bang the bitch. Now it's kind of different because energetically, I don't want to. If I see some bitch who's really energetically out of her fucking mind, I can't even fuck with the bitch. Because it's an energy thing. So it goes beyond. Even if the bitch looks good, like if her energy is fucked up, I cannot go. There were times I fuck with a bitch and her energy was so fucking bad. Like after that, I started having like weird ass just energy and negative karmic things and shit. Like that's something I don't really fuck with. But like, the average man doesn't have to look at a bitch that she's attractive and be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this bitch. And like, it's different from this. So this is why a lot of these bitches, they get in their fucking ego and shit. They get in their fucking ego thinking that they look good. And oh, like you see these fat ass bitches who be thinking they look good, but the only reason they think they look good is all predicated off men fuck them, which is a dumbass way to gauge your attraction rate as a female. A man, that's different, but a female, you can be the ugliest Rasputia looking ass bitch from fucking the Jurassic Park movie. Not the female in the Jurassic Park movie, but the dinosaur. But she looked like the female that you see down the street. You can look like a bitch from the Jurassic Park movie, dinosaur face and everything. Niggas will still fuck you. And so that's not really a parameter because it's different. But a lot of these bitches, they so fucking stupid out here, and it's like it's crazy. Shit is crazy. But I don't see, this whole relationship dynamic is so weird. I don't get it. Like how like this, it's not even just relationships. Everything in this reality is fucking retarded. Like having to go up and work. But I get it. Like you have to, because the way this world works, like a lot of you guys want things to be free, but what I'm realizing is things can't be free. It can't. Like it can on a certain level, but in order for something, let's just say this bottle right here, you guys say this should be free. It comes from the land, but this bottle has to be produced. It has to be made. So somebody has to make it. So it either like somebody has to make it, or if I get it for free, I have to be in a system where other people are working and I'm not working, and I just get it because I run the system, or I committed a crime, or somebody gave it to me for free, or there's a way where I got it where somebody had to work for it. So it always is like that. Otherwise, nothing's going to be produced because somebody has to produce. Like you can have the ingredients to a cake, but if you don't make the cake, it ain't going to be made. You just have the ingredients. The earth and the planet is the ingredients. You have to make it. So unless there's going to be some type of human being that wants to do something for free to help another human being while they just sit on their ass to do nothing, I don't think that's going to work. You see how the government, they're doing it, and you see how people, they fucking hate that shit. That government created a system where they're doing that. They sit on their fucking lazy asses, they don't do shit, and they get everything for free. So that's what I'm saying. Working, I feel, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't like working, you don't like this reality, because even if we didn't have this system, there would obviously be some type of work, but the thing is, the work will be more different, and it'll actually have an outcome instead of an income. That's why you have an income, because you're not getting no outcome. You're just working for pointless reasons. So it's like it's that's what I'm saying. Like this reality, like a lot of you guys like gotta understand like this reality and the way this system is, and just you being a human being and having needs, wants, and desires. That's why I tell you, lower your desires as low as possible. You don't want to have that many desires, because desires is actually hell. The more the things you like there was this one bitch, I was on Facebook, and there was this post, and the bitch was cooking like food or whatever. And no, she wasn't cooking food. She was like, it was like she had like a, you know how those people have grocery hauls? It was like a random post I seen. And it was like a whole bunch of shit at the grocery store. And this fat ass bitch was like, she was like, what did she say? She said, first of all, she was like, I would eat everything in this list. There's like 40 items of different groceries. She's like, I'll eat every item. I want to, she's like, I want to try all these items. And in my mind, I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, there's nothing you don't like. There's like, you know how there's some people that are picky, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, there's nothing you don't like. And then I comment to this bitch, I'm like, damn, you a fat ass. Like, there's nothing you don't like in that list. She's like, y'all like everything. I'll eat everything. And in my mind, I'm like, man, imagine the hell that she has to go through. Like, everything on that list was fucking disgusting. But like me, I don't. That's better for me because like there's a good and bad to everything. The good in that in her case is she gets to the food tastes good and she gets to enjoy more food. But at the end of the day, that shit is bad for you. That shit costs money. The bitch is obviously not a millionaire. She's not. She probably works a regular job, so that food costs a lot of money. So, and even if you do eat it, it's bad for your health. So, the benefits don't outweigh the negative. Don't outweigh the benefits. Don't outweigh the negative in her case. For me, all of that shit on that list was fucking disgusting. I didn't like any of that shit. And I was like, what? It was a herbal. It was like a place where they talk about herbs and shit. And I guess they went to this health food store. And this bitch was like, oh, I like everything. And then I was like, I don't like, in my mind, I was like, I don't like any of this shit. I hate herbal food. And I like herbal remedies like I take, but I don't like herbal food like acai bowls and fucking like all this other nasty, disgusting shit that these white crackers eat on they fucking Hollywood Hills and shit. I don't eat any of that garbage. That's just disgusting as fuck to me. Acai bowls and kale salad mix with fucking vinaigrette dressing, all that disgusting ass like almond milk vinaigrette dressing because it's dairy free. All I don't eat that shit. This bitch, I was like, and when I seen it, I was like, I don't like any of this fucking shit. So I'm like, I'm at peace more because that's less hassle and less money I have to spend, less desires. So therefore, you don't have to worry. You don't have that much attachment. You don't have to spend that much money. You don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta eat this. And then even the stuff that you do like, you don't have to worry about it being bad for your health. So it's like you're more free. And then when you wake up in the middle of the day, you don't have to worry about wanting to go try all these things. Oh, I gotta go get all this. You just be. So this is what I take is get rid of your desires as low as you can. You can't get rid of it, but you can get it very low. You got these dumbass people out here say, oh, desires are natural. Yeah, dude, desires are natural. I desire for you to get the fuck out my face before I end up catching a charge. That's a desire. I desire to make this live stream. I desire to put a fucking shirt on my ass so I don't go to jail for indecent exposure. That's a fucking desire. It's impossible to not have a desire if you don't have a mind. If you have a mind, if you have a mind, you have to have a desire. So obviously, nigga, like I have shirt and clothes on my body. I desire to not go to fucking jail for a decent exposure, you stupid fucking bitch. So anybody telling you, oh, a decent exposure, or not a decent exposure, but oh, you have to have desires, and shut your stupid ass up, nigga. You just a dumb and lame ass nigga who just wants to have an excuse for why you just like to fuck off all day and get high and smoke and just be a complete glittering fucking fool. But yeah, I bet you go talk shit about somebody who's injecting fentanyl, somebody who's smoking crack. I bet you go and you look down upon them. But isn't that a desire? You fucking retard. See, these people are fucking retarded. Like they're so dumb. Like they don't know a goddamn thing about shit. Like I'm one of the most smartest, intelligent people. And anybody that you know, like I don't even like anybody who doesn't say that they're the smartest person. I don't even fuck with. I don't take them serious. Like if you're around me and you don't think you're smart as fuck, get the fuck away from me. Like I don't trust you because you're a person who wants to. You're a person that will probably be threatened and take offense to me saying I'm the smartest person in the world because I know I'm the smartest person. So if you're a person who doesn't think you're the smartest or you don't think you're very smart and intelligent and you don't have some type of egotistical self-love about yourself, I don't even trust you to be fucking around me. Like, get the fuck away from me because if I be myself, you're going to be offended and you're going to try to bring me down to your level or even worse than your level. You're going to be like, oh, you're not shit. You ever see those people? They'll be like, they're like, this is how you can make somebody who hates themselves love themselves. Anytime you see somebody who's depressed, you know these black pill people, they'll be like, oh, I hate myself. I want to kill myself. You know what I tell these niggas? I literally would be like, kill yourself. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a nobody, nigga. Nobody loves you. I literally say that. And you know what they say? They're like, well, fuck you too, nigga. You're not nothing. They talk to me like I'm beneath them. But just a few minutes ago, you were talking to me like you were beneath me and you hate yourself. But when I cussed you out, it gave you a confidence. See, I'm actually helping them boost their confidence because I'm talking shit, and they get so mad they're forced to look at themselves, even if they believe for that moment, because they're so angry at me and talking shit. They're like, I'm better than him. At least I'm not as bad. Like now you want to bring yourself up because you know you can, so you pretty much are proving my point that I'm more intelligent than you because I I I helped you boost your confidence for that short period of time by inciting something in you to make you look as before you thought you wanted to kill yourself. When I told you kill yourself, nobody likes you. You were like, oh no, fuck you, nigga, and then you were talking to me like you were actually better. But we already know you ain't shit because you're a fucking black girl who wants to kill. That's why anybody who tells you they want to kill themselves and who tells you um that they're not shit, be just play on that. Be like, nigga, fuck you, you're not shit. You probably should kill yourself. Nigga, you're a fucking lame. I literally will say that to a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Like, and if you, because anybody who really wants to kill themselves, they're not going to be telling you they're going to kill themselves. They don't do that. Only a person who wants sympathy and wants understanding, they will tell you, I want to kill myself. Because why the fuck would you tell me that shit? If you want to go get some fucking hot Cheetos from the grocery store, are you going to watch my video and get my approval for you to get some hot Cheetos, even though I'll tell you, no, don't eat that shit? You're not gonna, yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna eat it because I want to go because that's your decision. So if you're gonna kill yourself, why are you telling me to get my approval, bitch? I'm gonna and then when any time a person says I want to kill myself to you, and you say that's a good idea, now society looks at you like, oh, you're helping them commit. So no, nigga, he just said he wanted to. I'm helping. I'm confirming what he already wants to do. If somebody say I want to go get some hot Cheetos, I'm gonna go get some hot Cheetos. They're gonna say, oh yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go get some. I really want to try that. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna enjoy that. But when it's about killing themselves, even the person who said they're gonna kill themselves, they'll get mad at you. Like, always remember peep game. When you say a motherfucker's like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself, tell them kill yourself. They get upset at you, like you're insulting them. But you just told me that. What the fuck? So it shows you they want sympathy. These motherfuckers want sympathy. They're not shit. Most people in this room, this is why I tell you, like, that my last live stream before it got interrupted. 99% of people are fucking retarded you meet in life. And this goes beyond just bots, sheep, because I don't even want to say, because you guys gotta, I wanted you guys to, that whole definition and that word bot, you guys need to take that out of your brain. Don't get me wrong, there are bots, but you think a bot is somebody, your definition of a bot is what like the spiritual community, the conscious community, or somebody who isn't spiritual. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is spiritual? What the fuck is consciousness? Explain to me. If what you guys have in your brain, what consciousness and spirituality is nothing but a niche on YouTube. It's nothing but a niche. YouTube algorithm videos within a niche. So when people talk about certain things, that's what you call spiritual. But when you really break down those things aren't shit. Everything in my life that helped me get to where I'm at now, it wasn't because no spiritual fucking community. Because, like, think about it. When you first get into the spiritual community, you're thinking, I gotta meditate, I gotta have crystals, I gotta have this, I gotta do this, astrology, all this other stupid ass shit. And I'm not saying that shit doesn't work, but when you really look at all the things that really worked in your life, it all had to do with you just being yourself. That other shit could have helped you. You don't even have to you can know yourself to a high enough level without even needing all that other shit. Not to say you shouldn't use it because it helps, but to get yourself straight, you don't need astrology crystals or any of that shit. Astrology crystals is to make it even more. So when you reach that certain level and you want to take it further, it will be more easier. Not that you have to, it will just be more easier to take it further. But to get yourself straight, all it has to do is just like somebody telling you got to take a shower and wipe your ass. Oh, I do it. What day should I do it on? The moon's in Virgo. So the Virgo is cleansiness and it's the sixth house and it's being clean and needed. Man, shut the fuck up, bitch. Wash your fucking ass in any season, even if it is fucking Aries season where it in conjuncts. Nigga, wash your fucking ass. You see what I'm saying? So most of you guys have to just wash your ass. Not literally, but wash your ass. spiritual, just do what you do. None of that spiritual shit. Because I had a realization, like nothing in the spiritual community helped me get to where I'm at. And anything that helped me wasn't spiritual. I just called it spiritual because I correlate spiritual. A lot of people correlate spirituality to actually being themselves and getting their shit together. So somebody will say, "Oh, like you have dumbass people. Oh, I gotta go work a 9 to 5. Oh, I gotta go look for employment. I'm gonna do a ritual so the spirit can help me look for work." Or you have these dumbass people. I got this T-shirt that I'm selling, and it has magical rituals in it, and I imbued energy so I can go like shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Like I'm gonna go waste fucking all this money on your weak ass T-shirt or hoodie just because you say there's some spiritual powers in it, and then somebody like, "Oh, I wore the hoodie and it gave me spiritual powers, and I was able to make some money wearing your hoodie. Oh, it worked." But yet you can't do that tomorrow and the next day, bitch. And then when you tell them why can't you do it, oh, because you played out the and like shut the fuck up, bitch. I didn't need to buy your shirt then. That's why I just say don't be careful, because when you look at all this whole concept of a bot, nigga, everyone damn near is a bot. A bot is anybody that's not building and working with you to accomplish what you want to accomplish in life. So anybody that doesn't think like you and that's not adding on to what you're building in real life, that's a fucking bot. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with bots, because if I had a business and I was selling T-shirts or I was selling some stupid useless shit that's not important, you're gonna need bots, because anybody with a certain level of intelligence wouldn't even want to buy your stupid ass shit. So you need. I'm not saying bots is like you gotta look at it like it is what it is. I'm not saying they're like bots are negative. I'm not saying they're good, but everyone is a bot that isn't on your frequency. So when you look at it like that, you're actually able to differentiate, because certain people you guys look at as not bots is the bot, and some people you guys look at as bots is like you may say your parents are bots. Like you say, oh, my parents are bots, they don't understand, but yet your parents are actually letting you stay in a fucking house, and if you didn't have them, you probably would be homeless. You see what I'm saying? So is your parent a bot, or are they playing a role to actually help you, but you have to utilize that tool the spirit gave you, and look beyond all that shit, versus somebody who's like, oh, this person's not a bot, but you don't give a fuck about this nigga never helped you out. The only thing they told you was to go buy a fucking crystal or go meditate, but yet you're gonna see that person's more spiritual. Or and it's not about being spiritual, not spiritual. It's about, oh, this person's not a bot because he used the word chakra and meditation. But yet, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, he didn't do a damn thing for you in your fucking life. But yet, you have actually people in your life that can actually bring you to a certain level, but you don't look in that direction because you're like, oh, they're bots, or they don't believe in crystals. But yet, they have more. Because like when I look at my life, all the people that helped me out the most in my life so far were not even spiritual for the most part. Like 9 out of 10 people that ever helped me out were just regular people. And probably like very small percentage, like 1%, less than that, of people that I would call so-called spiritual or on that type of energy, actually I got help from. And when I look at all the shit in my life I had to do to get right, it had nothing to do with no crystals, no nothing. It had to do with just regular shit, fasting, breath work, healing, uh, making certain changes to my fucking energy, which you would have to do with breathwork, healing, which therefore I was able to get different ideas. You see what I'm saying? It's just you guys got to realize, like, all that whole, like, a lot of people in your life are like, most people are bots. You got to understand. If no one's bringing nothing to the table in your life, they're a fucking bot. They're not shit. And you got to understand, like, just because somebody's talking about spirituality doesn't mean anything. Just because a motherfucker talking about spirituality doesn't what you think is spirituality. Because I don't even want to use that word spirituality anymore, because that word is like, and you even have people who talk shit about the government and count that as spirituality, or like, oh, this person, they don't call out the government, or every video they make about is talking what the fuck the government's doing. And it's not even like you're dropping secrets about the government. Like, it's one thing if you're like exposing what they're doing, but just talking about what everybody knows, like, oh, the system is corrupt. And this money suck, bitch. We don't give a fuck about that dumbass shit no more, nigga. Even the people who act like they do or they think they do, they really don't. They're just depressed and miserable in their life, and they want to hear you talk about the same shit because it makes them feel better. Like a fucking old ass fucking church lady who goes to that dumbass fucking temple or that church every fucking Sunday and gets told the same shit, but on Monday her life is fucking miserable because she gotta go to work. It's the same fucking shit. That's what I'm saying. It's the same fucking shit. That's so you guys gotta get like understand what the fuck's going on. You don't understand shit because, like I said, like no one's gotta understand shit because there's reality, and then there's false reality. So believe in what you want to believe in. Shit is crazy. But yeah, there's so many fucking problems. Like this whole world and this whole system is like really got people fucked up mentally, man. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like we live in a like this whole system right now is a mad. I'm trying not to say world, but this whole system is fucking mad. It's crazy. Like you got so much crazy shit. Like and like there's never been a time in society where you couldn't be there's never been a time in society. I don't want to say there's never been a time. Ever since colonization, I feel this has been like this is one of the times where you can't be yourself. Like you know how everyone's trying to talk about be yourself, be and any of you guys who are millennials, back in 2010, 2008, it was about being yourself. You could be yourself. Like it was like be individual, be yourself, and it was kind of like more. It was more pushed for you to be yourself. If you're somebody who's kind of like a millennial, you'll understand like it was pushed back, especially when you were in high school back in the early 2000s or late 2000s, like 2008, 6, and like around that era and upwards a little closer to 2012. It was more. I don't want like it was more subconsciously pushed to be yourself. Like if you were yourself, it was more so like pushed. Like nowadays, it was kind of being like that like into 2014 because when YouTube came out, it was like that being yourself and doing shit. But what we have right now, like I'll say ever since the pandemic, especially because once the pandemic hit, everything just went downhill. So now it's like everyone's trying to get lit off YouTube, so nobody's themselves no more. And this goes beyond YouTube. Even when you're like engaging with people in real life, like I'll be at the store, I'll be out in public, and I'm engaging with people. It's like motherfuckers is cool with me and everything, but then when I do something that's myself, it doesn't have to be disrespectful. It doesn't have to be outlandish. But if I do something, it's like I insulted them. Like, how dare you act outside the program? But they don't know that they're doing it. And the scary part is they think that they're acting themselves, but they don't understand. Like, bitch, like you're not yourself. Like you're trying to get approval. You're trying to get lit. The whole like system, likes and dislikes, that right there is like that automatically makes people not want to be themselves subconsciously. Because like even when like you're on Facebook or you're on these comment sections, everything that comes out people's mouth is just retarded shit because they don't want to sound dumb. They don't want to not be noticed. So everything is just so rehearsed. Everything that I hear from 99% of people every day is rehearsed bullshit. Like it's nothing important that can help me. It's all rehearsed. And this is why you have people in the gang stalking community, they're thinking that they're gang stalking and shit. And I'm like, even though they're not, I can see why they believe that they're being like gang stalked and all this shit because you have so like everybody's such on a script. Everybody's doing the same fucking thing. They want to be lit. They want to be cool. And this comes into the spiritual community too. This is why I say I'm not part of no group. Like shout out to Jackie New. Shout out to Jackie New. But I remember like it was like a year ago, and she says like because I was doing the key gong, and then Jackie New, she said, "Oh, she's like I signed you up for." It was some other YouTuber. I'm not gonna say their name, but he was having some type of like man, my nose is itching. He was having some type of like I don't know what you want to call it, like something where he was getting other content creators and they were gonna come together and do some shit. And then like she said, "Oh, I put your name down," which I respect Jackie New, and I'm not mad at her for nothing. But and when she did that at the time, I made an excuse why I didn't want to go. But in reality, like I can't join nobody's group. Like when it comes to a group, if I'm not in charge of the group, I'm not joining it. This is why like I've never been a part of any group. So like I just told I forgot what I said, but I just made I didn't want to be like come off as disrespectful at that time because I fuck with Jackie New, but I just said I didn't want to do it. Like, and really the reason I didn't want to do it because it ain't my fucking group, and the people in that group I didn't fuck with like that. Like, I didn't fuck with. So just my spirit didn't fuck with. Not the same thing. Because when I say I don't fuck with people, don't think, oh, these are bad people, these are evil people, or fuck you and I hate. No, these people are perfectly regular people. I don't hate them. I don't like them, but they're not like it's not like they're bad people or I can't fuck with them or I have a vendetta and they need to die. There's people I feel like that, but there's people that I don't fuck with and I don't like, but it's just because I'm not on that frequency. So what if I were to be myself around these people? It will lead to me probably end up hating these motherfuckers and want to do something. So before it gets to that far, because I'm a seventh house I have a sun in the seventh house, so I can actually read energy really good. And it's in Pisces, that's why. Pisces, sun in the seventh house, so I can actually see shit play out in terms of when I deal with individuals. So before I seen it play out, I was like, let me just catch it before it gets to that point where I end up making an enemy or a problem because I have to be myself. I always have to be myself. I can't not be myself. So this is why I don't join any groups. I don't do any of that shit at all. So when I declined it, I just like I didn't want to do it. And then like because I looked at the shit and I'm like, these motherfuckers is just lame. Like, and I'm not gonna say any names or nothing, but I just like I don't like their energy because I'm a type of person who I like to be myself. And a lot of most people they'll tell you, oh, I like to be yourself. I like to do this and that, but they really don't. Somebody said I'm my rainbow. I don't see how I could be a rainbow if I fucking nutted on your mother's face last night. I don't see how I could be a rainbow. Fucking retard. I just nutted on your mother's face last night, you stupid faggot. And I just called you a faggot. Fucking ask a dumbass question. See what's on people's mind? You got shit like this on people's mind. Nigga, just because I hurt your fucking feelings doesn't mean you gotta leave weird shit. But I don't block trolls. I let them. Like I let trolls. Like one thing about me, I let the trolls ride. One thing I hate when I be on other channels. I don't get me wrong. Like I block your ass eventually. You get too annoying, I'm gonna block your ass. But I let the trolls ride. One thing I be laughing at is when you see a person who has a YouTube channel and then somebody will leave a comment. It won't even be a disrespectful comment. It'll just be like something like they don't agree with you, and then they'll block the person. I'm like, that should be kind of like, nigga, you that sensitive? Like you care what these motherfuckers think? I don't block people. I hate when people block me. Like because I'm the type of person where I'll leave my opinion and people will block me, and that shit will irritate me. So when I see a troll, I don't even like to block them, but I'm like, let them go. See? He say, do I eat weenies? I don't know. I don't know. Do you? Oh man. Yeah. But like this shit's crazy though. Like it just showed you. Hell, damn, what the fuck was I saying though? Motherfucker got me off fucking topic. Yeah, made me forget what I was fucking saying. Fuck you. You remind what I was saying. But anyways, guys, like, yeah, about groups and shit. Most people and shit, like, I can't deal with most people. Like, you can't be yourself in real life. You can't be yourself because when you're yourself, motherfuckers get like they get triggered, they get upset, and like me, I'm like, even when I'm myself, I'm realizing that even though I'm myself, I'm realizing that it's like it's more so like I'm not even really truly. I'm just speaking my mind. Like they have everybody so caught up in a box in society that you understand that you can't be like people think that you're trying to be you're not trying to be yourself or you're acting out of the box, but in reality you're just being you, and then motherfuckers don't like that shit. So How the fuck is there nobody in the live chat, but yet there's a person who commented? This is why it's funny how the spirit told me something. Just told me don't block the troll, because like my live streams be going to 0, and I'd be like, I know there's people on my live stream, but nobody will be commenting. Now it goes up to 1 because they be fucking with my live streams. It was at 0, and then somebody commented. How can somebody comment when it's at 0 and then it goes to 1? He's like, can I stop saying these things on this stream? Nah, I'm not gonna stop saying shit on this stream. I'm gonna keep running my motherfucking mouth. If you don't like what I gotta say, then you can just leave the chat. I'm gonna run my fucking mouth on my stream. When I go on other people's stream, they run their mouth and they say shit that I don't like. Like, I leave the stream. The fuck? Fucking stupid fuck. Yeah, I think they fucking with my shit. I can't even move the fucking thing. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I don't know. They out in effect. See, I don't know what the fuck's going on. See, I don't know if this is the real, like, see, I don't even think these are fads. These are probably just a bunch of faggot ass niggas with nothing to do, pretending like they're like, oh, why do we think we shadow ban your channel? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about this damn channel. You ain't shadow banning shit. You probably just a regular person. If this is a federal agent that has the ability to shadow ban my channel, you on my channel, then that's, damn, your life must be fucking miserable. Like, how you on my channel? You could be doing anything else. You on my channel worrying about my fucking shit. My shit don't even got 1,000 subscribers. Like, if you shadow ban my channel, you would think, okay, it's shadow ban, let's move on. How do you shadow ban somebody's shit? Isn't the whole point of being shadow banned is so people don't see your content and your content is forgotten? So once you shadow ban me, nigga, move the fuck on. You shadow ban my channel, move the fuck on. It's gone. It's done. So why the fuck are you still on the page? You shadow banned it. You just said you shadow banned it, and if you shadow banned it, then move the fuck on, bitch. Why are you still on my channel? Like, yeah, this shit's crazy. Looking weird. Yeah, we got a bunch of idiots in here. Who the fuck is Corey? They joined the link. I dropped the link. See, that's what I'm, oh, actually, I didn't drop the link. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link and let somebody come in here. Just come in here, say whatever you gotta say. Say whatever you gotta say. See, I'm not like these other bitch ass niggas. They be scared. Oh, I'm about to troll. Oh, I don't want them on. Man, I don't give a fuck about no damn troll, nigga. You just get too annoying. You start spamming too much. So I'm just telling you, be careful, because you start spamming too much, I will block your ass. So be careful. don't get your ass blocked. Like, keep running your fucking mouth. And actually, you can keep running your mouth, but you say something that I don't like, or you spam it too much, you will get blocked, nigga. Just like in real life. Like, that's why I don't like to carry my shit around me in public, because motherfucker say the wrong thing, nigga, something might happen. I ain't trying to go to jail. So, like, and it's not even about any of that. Like, not caring, just you got to put yourself. A lot of these people, they put themselves in situations. You got to learn not to put yourself in certain situations. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of niggas. They got a lot of dumbass people, just like these trolls on here. Real life, nigga, I can't deal with people like this in real life, nigga. Like, and my ass end up fucking doing something that I won't regret, but can get me in trouble. Fuck around with you niggas too much. But I'm too smart, nigga. I'm too smart to fuck around. Not even just fuck on that level. I'm just too smart to fuck around with just anyone. I just don't like most people in this world. Like, most people are just fucking lame as fuck. Like, you know how you have a fucking like cornflakes with no sugar? That shit tastes bland as fuck. It has nothing. Like, it just fucking plain. Like, that's how most people are to me. They're just bland. They're like, no, they're nothing. That's why I can't fuck with people, because most people ain't shit. And even spiritual people, like, even like this spiritual content. I'm not gonna name this motherfucker's name, but this nigga's a fucking lame ass nigga. Like, I'm not gonna name his name, but this nigga, he ain't shit. He knows who the fuck he is. Like, and I already knew this motherfucker wasn't shit. Like, remember I left you guys that post on my channel saying there's people that are in my that I said trust your intuition, because I had a dream. There's me and this individual. This person's joined my live stream before. I'm not gonna say their name, but they joined my live stream before. And every time this nigga joined my live stream, I always had a bad feeling. And I had a dream. Me and this person was arguing. This was probably back in like October, September of last year. The only reason I didn't really, usually when I have a dream of me arguing with somebody or I have some type of premonition in my dream, I act upon it. But I didn't act upon it because this person supported and said Cash App and all that shit. So I was like, let me just, I just looked at it like, just looked at it as it was just a bad dream or a random dream or just weird dream that random shit happened. And it's just the main thing is the person supported and they sent Cash App. So I'm not gonna just be disrespectful for no reason. But then as time went on, like something in me, even when this is the thing, even when this person wasn't disrespectful to me, even when this person wasn't disrespectful, I always felt some type of weird negative energy. Like there'd be people in my life that be smiling, nice and chill, and I don't feel a good feeling. And then later on, like the truth comes out, or I just be myself, and then I offend somebody, and they get upset, they get angry, and everything what I expected to happen, it ends up happening. So at this point, if I feel any type of way to somebody, I automatically I don't be disrespectful, but this is how you guys have a social filter. If you feel some type of negative energy around somebody, do something that's not disrespectful, but it's something that's gonna kind of get them out of your circle. Like do something extra weird or say something outlandish that's not disrespectful to them, because you don't want to just disrespect people and shit for no reason. But do something to make them look at you like, I don't want to hang around this person no more. That's what you do to get certain people out of your fucking life. And you do like little, it's called a shit test. So you can test these niggas to be like, I don't want to like be around this person. Like, so this is why like you have to act and do certain things. So when I was seeing this individual, I didn't really do any of these shit tests because the person supported and they were like watching my channel. So I really didn't like, and they sent Cash App and shit. So I was like, okay. But then it was just that negative feeling was there. And then it's funny because all of a sudden, like it's the same thing that happened with the JD Vast too. Like JD Vast though was different though. JD Vast was cool. Like, or not JD Vast or JD or what's that nigga? Not J Bass, JD, the other dude. J Bass, I'm cool with J Bass, but JD, he was cool. The only reason that I won't even compare the situation. That situation is a whole different shit. But JD was actually cool. It just whatever. And even then, like I'll still, if I see that nigga, we still cool. But this shit was just weird. Like even before the situation happened, and this happened plenty of times in my life. This was the first time. Like this happened over a dozen times in my life. Like there'll be times where motherfucker be smiling in my face, and then I feel a negative energy, but then since they're smiling, I'll be all cool, and I'll be reciprocal to their niceness. But then the moment like something happens that I do something, it's like all hell breaks loose, and that was all the energy, like the energy that was building up. So it was like the energy that I was feeling, it was there, but they were pretty much subconsciously like, oh, he better not say or do this, or I'm gonna let all this energy out. And that energy that they're going to let out is what I'm seeing before they let it out. So now when people smile too much in my face or too cool at me, I automatically kind of like, I do certain, I act a certain way and put certain mind frames, and I do certain actions mentally, physically to pretty much cut that out. So I'm only dealing with real people right now. I don't deal with fake people no more. I don't deal with fake people no more. And you don't know if somebody's real or fake. So this is why you have to just be yourself truly, authentically. So you don't have to deal with fake ass people no more. Like, especially when you see somebody who's smiling and talking and they're always like me, you guys see how I'm kind of real. And I'm like, I'm not saying, because there could be people who are dickheads who are just straight up, but anybody who's like always talking nice and they're always politically correct and they always like, I don't trust anybody like that. Like first of all, if you wear a suit and tie, if you work in the government, if you don't swear, if you're always very politically correct, I don't trust you, and I probably fucking hate your ass. I won't like blatantly tell you, but let's just say you drop $100 on the floor, you're not getting it back to me, even if you smiled in my face. Like this other bitch, like I didn't like this bitch. Like She left $20. I was at the self checkout. She left $20 on the cash register. She was all smiling and talking to me. Oh, how you doing? Nice. But I knew she was a piece of shit because I knew she worked at a bullshit ass 9 to 5 job. I knew she probably went to church. She had a cross on her. So I knew if she seen my YouTube video, I knew she would look at me different. So she dropped $20 on me. This was last week, and she was talking to me, and we were nice. Somebody would be like, "Oh, why don't you get the money?" But no, because that was a fake demeanor. That was the matrix. That was the matrix front that they put. So you could be nice too, but when it came down to like me being honest with her, I don't need to be honest with her because she's a piece of shit. Because if she seen my videos, she was a Christian. She got a cross. She looked like she got off from work. I'm not for working. I hate working unless it's for myself and what I'm trying to build for myself. I hate religion. I hate the Catholic Church. I hate all that shit. So I don't agree with that. If she's seen this video, what I'm saying now, she would not fuck with my shit. She'll be like, I don't know, I had a wrong feeling about you. So therefore since I'm the bigger spirit, I know for both of our sake, I have to take responsibility for my sake and her sake that I don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with me. So I can make a decision that you don't fuck with me before you can make it because I don't fuck with you. And I know how you are more than you know how you are and more than you know how I am. Because you're a piece of shit. This dude just said, I'm off work today. Like he just left that comment because like I said, I hate people who are working. And so he's like, well, let me just leave this comment because he's off work today. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't know why would you leave that comment. Before you left that comment, I automatically hated you. Dude. Like even if you told me that you fuck with my channel, just your name, Woolly Mammoth, I fucking hate that name. It's a fucking retarded name. So you could have sent me a cash app for $20. I would have been like, Woolly Mammoth, you're a fucking idiot. Who the fuck named yourself Woolly Mammoth? There's nothing you could have said from the get-go. You could have told me my motherfucking shirt looked good. I would have said Woolly Mammoth just by your name. You're a fucking idiot. Nigga, fuck you. So there's nothing you could say to make me hate you or like you. Because when I first... You just having that name makes me hate you. So there's nothing that you said that made me hate you other than that fucking name. And there's nothing you can... Just sure as hell nothing you can say to make me like you. Because I fucking just told you I hate you. I'm not bullying you. I'm telling you the truth. See, that's the thing. You niggas is fucking stupid. Like, you think bullying is actually telling the truth. It's like when a parent whoops their kid for fucking smoking some fucking, like, crack rock or some shit. But in their house. Like, that's not out of bullying or it's out of discipline. Like, they're saying it because they respect the person. I'm actually doing this to let you know you're a piece of shit. I actually, in a way... Not even respect, because I don't respect you, but the way I'm talking to you is like I'm teaching you about yourself. Like, you don't know how really retarded you are. Somebody needs to tell you, because your parents, the people, your coworkers, everybody in your life, they probably don't want to tell you because they don't have the balls, and your coworkers can't tell you because they don't want to get fired. Your parents probably too scared to tell you, hence why you're a fucking idiot, because they couldn't raise you right because they didn't have discipline. So they don't have the discipline to tell you. So somebody needs to tell you that you're not shit. And I'm here to tell you, the spirit is working through me to let you know that you're not shit. You're a piece of shit. So fucking kill yourself. You're a fucking idiot. So like that's what I'm here for, dude. Yeah, these trolls are fucking hilarious though. Yeah, I'm gonna let them ride for a little bit, then I'll block them. So why the fuck would you ask me, did I lose my V card? And your first comment was, am I a faggot? But you're asking another man if they lost their fucking V card. Fucking idiot. Like, how you contradict yourself, you fucking dumbass? Asking another man, did they lose a V card? But at the same time, your first question was, am I a faggot? Maybe you are a faggot and you want to know so you can like have some type of sexual, like, I don't know. But I assume you left me that faggot comment as a troll comment. But after you leaving me that V card, I'm kind of thinking you probably are the faggot and you want to have sex with me. You're hoping that I don't have my fucking, I haven't lost my shit, so you can be like the first person. Like you're just a weird ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You got a bunch of land, and it's funny how I left the fucking I left the chat open, so you can come in and say what you're saying in the chat. You don't have to show your face. But I am gonna cuss you the fuck out, and I am gonna like I don't like Korean food. Fucking idiot. But I'll leave a chat. I left the chat open, so come join the chat. Say whatever you gotta say on here. I'm not like all these other pussy ass fucking live streamers. Oh, I'm scared to. They all act like they quick to block people and shit. I hate, that's one thing I hate. I hate a motherfucker who's quick to block people. Only time I'll block is if you're spamming or if it's just so many trolls and then I can't even read the comments. Other than that, I don't even like to block people. I'll let you ride for a little bit. All these other niggas, they be all sensitive and I'm gonna block the comment. I'm like, nigga, the fucking pussy ass nigga. How can you talk like me? I talk a lot of shit online, nigga. What the fuck I look like blocking somebody and all the shit I talk online? But that's the thing. I probably if I'm talking shit online, nigga, like if somebody wants to respond, I'm gonna give you the at least the decency to respond. Yeah, this is a federal agent. Why are you talking about G? Yeah, it's a Fed. Anytime you see people say Jesus is king and like God and like they be like gang banging on religion, like I know a lot of religious people in my real life. None of those people be gang banging on religion. Like Jesus is God and Jesus is cool and they just shut the fuck up and believe in Jesus. When you start hearing like niggas gang banging on Jesus Christ and religion, then you know it's a Fed because they're trying to promote that shit because that's their game. It's their shit. Ain't nobody give a fuck about that stupid ass shit. And if you do, nigga, that's your business. What the fuck you on my channel talking about it? You fuck about some nigga that looks like a fucking homeless bum, some fucking cheap ass sandals you got at the flea market. Nigga fucking talking about a homeless bum looking ass nigga with some flea market flip flops. Jesus sandals, fucking idiot. But yeah, join the chat. Anybody. I don't even give a fuck who they are. I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out. And I'll let you say what you gotta say, then I'm gonna end up. I probably won't even let you say shit. I'm just gonna talk over you and cuss you the fuck out. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta deal with dumbass people like this. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking trolls up in here, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on today. They just all out full in effect. Yeah. See, idiots like this. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is why the world is the way it is. This is why the world's like this system is the way it is. Like people complaining about, oh, look what the like you got dumbass people like this. America, this country, this system will never have peace. People are stupid. You niggas think, oh, Donald Trump's gonna make America great. America was never fucking great. So it was great for the people who ran it because for their families and shit, I guess you can say. So that's what he means with it great, but it was never great for the people. But people think in this country, this system's gonna be even for the people who run it. Like, this shit ain't great for anyone no more. This shit is like done. That's probably why they have to keep raising prices and taxes and shit because Gen Z doesn't want to fucking work. So, and they have to replace AI and all this stupid ass shit. Because ain't nobody give a fuck about this system, so they probably losing. They're not making the money that they want to make, or they don't have the energy. Because like it's the people, like the less belief people have in the system, the less power it has. So it's not even about money. Like these dumbass people like, oh, it's money, the money, and the like. I seen this post that said Elon Musk has like 400 or something $billion. And then you got dumbass. First of all, and then you got all these idiots. Like you'll have people. There was a post that said Elon Musk has $405 billion. He's going to be a trillionaire by 2027. And then you have people being like, he should give that money to homeless people. And then you have all these coon ass niggas in the comments saying, oh, that's his money and it's his money and it's his wealth. Why don't you give money to the homeless? Like, first of all, bitch, what the fuck does this nigga do or anyone can do to get that much money? You got to be a fucking retard if you honestly believe that there's any type of way to make that amount of money other than from stealing from the people. All that. First of all, I don't even believe he has that money. He doesn't even have that money. I'm not like, at the end of the day, do you really think this nigga's going to a fucking store and has a credit card and is spending credit and has cash? You a dumbass. That nigga, whatever the fuck that nigga needs, if that nigga needs a car, needs a house, this shit's already provided and is there. If he needs food, he has somebody bring him food. I don't think that nigga's spending money like that. they may have money in certain Bitcoin and shit, but that's just probably for the dumbass sheep, so they can play their little game. But I don't think anybody on that level or these they're really dealing with money on that level. The money is to keep the people in check. Why the fuck? If you create money, why don't you go out and take money and go spend it? If you got $405 billion, you're not spending money like me and you spend money, you dumbass. But yet these people acting like, oh, he got his business was from PayPal and Tesla. I'm like, bitch, Tesla, them weak ass cards aren't making that much, $405 billion, and PayPal isn't that big of a fucking company to be making that for him to have that much wealth. And they're saying he's going to be a trillionaire by 2027. So that means like you're retarded. Like 99% of that money, if not all of that money, is taxpayer money. Dumbass. Like how else do you think somebody can be rich like Bill Gates? At least with Bill Gates, they made him say he owned the Microsoft shit, which every company uses Microsoft damn near. So they could have played it off. But who the fuck like Elon Musk? Like ain't nobody making no $405 billion from no business, bitch. If you have that much money, because in a few years you're gonna see them start talking about the first trillionaire. Oh, Elon Musk, the first trillionaire. This guy's the first trillionaire. Bill Gates is a trillionaire. Ain't no such thing as a first of all, in order to be a trillionaire, and then the funny thing is, you're gonna have them say that, and you're gonna have stupid niggers like Bam Bam Kevo, Grant Cardone. I'm on my way to be a trillionaire. Like, shut your dumb ass up, nigga. The only way you can make $1 trillion is if you're stealing from taxpayers. Like, how else do you think a politician, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, or any of these rich ass people, even these fucking puppets, like NBA YoungBoy. Like, where the fuck do you think he gets the money? He's not making no fucking sales. Where do you think these rappers get their money? They get their money from the fucking these feds and the agents, the government agents, and they get their money from taxpayers. The fuck you think all that money comes from? You think that these stupid ass niggas in government actually have something that they're doing, a business or something creative that they're making money off of? The only thing that they have is the lie that you need to work to pay taxes. That's their business. You working, and every time you pay sales tax, every time your stupid ass goes to work and they take that money from your fucking check and all that shit, that money goes in a bank account. When you fucking run a red light, whoever owns that city fucking gets that. It's a bank account to that city. So whoever owns that city and that state, whatever fucking Mason or whatever faggot runs it, they get that check. So like these niggas don't own no business. That's why they have to get you niggas to want to work, dumbass. What do you think they want? They need you guys to work. Oh, they make you feel lazy for not working. And it's funny because like you'll be thinking, oh, well, it is good to work because you want to make money to survive, which it sounds like okay. But when you look at, I've seen countless 50-year-old niggas working at Walmart. I seen this old ass fucking man. He's at Sprouts Farmer Market. I go there like to get my watermelon and shit. I went over there. I seen it ever since I moved out here to this my new place. I see this old ass white nigga. He has to be at least in his mid 80s or mid 70s. I don't know. He's a white cracker, so these niggas they age well. He could be like 50 for all I know, but he looks like he could be 80. But he's a cracker, so them niggas age horribly. But let's just say he's like at least in his mid 70s. This nigga's pushing carts. They have this motherfucker pushing fucking carts, and I'm like, and if I said like when you say, oh, it's good to work. It's easy to say that when you see somebody who's probably making six figures, has a desk job somewhere, then you can sell that bullshit line. Even then, not to me, because that shit's horrible. But to the average person, you can sell that lie as good to work because you could get to there. But that nigga's in his mid 70s. His life is horrible. His life is retarded. He's dumb as fuck. There's nothing. Like a homeless person on the street his same age is living better than him. There's homeless people I see that get social security checks. These niggas have hustles. They fucking sell dope and they on the street and they get high every day and they're his same age. They're living a better life than him. Not to say being homeless and being high all day isn't a better life, but if you're homeless and you got social security and you selling dope on the side to support your habit, which I know homeless people who do. I've seen homeless people who do that. They're living a more better life, fulfilling life than the dude working at Sprouts, being the same fucking age. They're making more money than him with the social security and the dope they sell on the side. They don't have to pay no rent. They enjoy their life. They smile and they laugh more. I see more homeless motherfuckers smile and laugh than motherfuckers who ain't homeless. The only time I ever see a depressed homeless person is when they don't got their drugs. But the ones that I who got money and they got their drugs and they're always high or whatever, or even the ones who aren't high. Because some of them, they don't get high. Those are the ones who are more happier. They're more joking and shit compared to the average person. You go out in public, everyone's looking so angry and miserable because they got to go to work. They got to go work tomorrow and all this shit. That's why everyone looks so fucking miserable. That's why I'm like, stay the fuck away from me. If you're in the matrix, you can't be around me. Like I don't want to be around you. If you complain about bills, if you complain about rent, you got to get the fuck away from me. And it's not because, oh, I'm rich and all. It's even if I wasn't rich and I was homeless, you complain about bills around me, nigga, still get the fuck away from me. Don't talk to me about that shit. Get the fuck away from me. God damn, these motherfuckers is relentless today. Yeah, these are fucking feds. Gang banging on Jesus Christ and Christianity. Go fucking play with that shit by yourself. You probably one of the priests to be playing with those booty holes. Fucking faggot. Nature Boy has one. See, they're leaving dumbass comments. Yeah. This is fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna let them ride for a little bit. Yeah, keep saying your shit. Just expose how fucking retarded. You see how like as the comments go down, like they don't have nothing to say no more because they're probably expecting me to block them. So they're like, I don't know what to say. Now it's like, because if I would have blocked them earlier, you would have been like, oh, he's a troll. But see how I let them ride, and you see how the more they keep talking, the more they just sound fucking retarded. Like it just obviously that they don't have nothing to say. Because like the more you let people talk, the more like they expose themselves. You let people just like fucking faggots, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like people are retarded though when it comes to this whole shit. That stupid ass post talking about, oh, Elon Musk is about to be the next trillionaire, and people actually talking like that's actually some real shit. Like he actually has a business or something. Like you nigga don't have fucking nothing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like anybody that's in the Matrix, man, you're not a friend of mine. We're not cool. Like even just when I say in the Matrix, I'm talking like, because when I say in the Matrix, it goes deeper than any of you guys know. A lot of you guys think a lot of other people that talk about the Matrix, their version of the Matrix is here. When I do it, my shit is deep. Like it goes beyond what most people. So you could be somebody who's, oh, I'm out the Matrix, but I look at you, you're in the Matrix. I don't fuck with you, and I'm not gonna explain myself. I don't gotta talk, and I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to like, because we're at a time right now where there's no more explaining. Like we're at like the end of the rope. Like I don't have to explain shit to anyone, and it's just 2020. Like a lot of you guys don't grasp what year it is. It's 2025. So we went through 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, and mind you, these years had 365 days in them. So 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, all these years, not to mention before, social media, content, YouTube, all these ages, all this Matrix talks, waking up. We went through all of this. What the fuck do you have to show for it? Especially when it comes to like knowledge and intelligence and common sense. Like I don't gotta explain shit to anyone. If you don't get it right now, I don't need to explain to you because you're not gonna get it because there's been like a lag and a gap of your intelligence. So now you don't understand. Like for me to have to explain something to you and for you to be like, oh, I get it, means you don't get it, because why are you getting it now? You should have got it years ago. So that means if I tell you now and you say you get it, that means after this video you're gonna forget about it and go, because the subconscious programming is so deep. You're on fucking repeat. You're on repeat. So at this point, if somebody isn't showing you certain actions and certain mannerisms and moves, what that means is their subconscious is compromised. So they're gonna most likely be stuck in a rut the next 10 years, and you can't help. Only they can help themselves. You can't help them. Because how's it 2025 and you don't get it? That means 2018, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these years you weren't getting it. So all of a sudden now you're gonna get it. No, the longer you wait, the more the subconscious program is embedded into your mind. So the more unprogramming, the more like mental work that you got to do to release that bullshit. So like I'm done. I'm done. It's just crazy. That's why I don't explain shit to anyone. Like explaining shit to people are just the dumbest shit you can do. Hold on. Where's the link at? Yeah, there's the link. Yeah. There's the link. Join the link. Tell me everything you're saying in the comment section. Just tell me on the link. I just want to like be able to speak. I don't like to just go back and forth and shit. That's something I don't like. Is all that going. Even when the like that's one thing I realize. Like people like to just go back and forth on this internet shit and like the only reason I don't do certain shit because I'm not trying to either. I'm not trying to. Because me, I'm the type of person who I'm gonna if it gets to a point, I'm gonna do something where like I know these are federal agents, so they're just gonna talk their shit. But one thing I notice like everybody is so like they're not real. Like you'll have even these spiritual people talking about black magic and oh I'm gonna curse you and shit. And I'm like, first of all, if I'm gonna do black magic on somebody, I'm not telling you I'm doing black magic on you because I know if somebody was doing something on me and I knew you were doing something and it was affecting me, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kill you. Because just like if somebody tries to run you over or somebody tries to stab you with a knife, they're taking your life. You have a right to defend yourself. So if somebody's doing black magic on me and like some type of death happens and I know who did it and they're telling them, bragging to me, oh, I'm gonna send this to you and something happens, I'm gonna go physically to your place and I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna hurt you. So it's like people like they just all people don't understand like everyone's just all talk because this internet made it seem like everyone. This is why you have to be careful who you trust or what you say because you don't know who you're dealing with. There's this female in Oakland about a couple years ago when I was staying out there in Alameda, and I remember like she killed this nigga and she was on social media bragging about it. Like that's the thing about social media. They because a lot of people on social media they're not really about shit really, so everyone assumes that everybody's not about shit, which is very a dangerous mistake because this bitch, I guess she killed somebody, or no, she didn't kill him. Somebody, one of her niggas in her block, in her hood killed him, but she was bragging about the death like she did kill him. And it was to a point where like she kept doing a crazy shit. It was all over social media and then somebody was like, aren't you scared they're going to come back and get you? And she's like, this is what she said on social media. She's like, oh, they ain't about to do shit. These niggas, they're not going to do nothing. And we got everything unlocked. And this bitch had it was like a beauty supply place where she sold wigs and beauty supply shit. And it was a grand opening. And then somebody came and then they gunned her ass down in front of her grand opening. And I guess the grandma got shot or some shit, or I guess the grandma almost got shot. I forgot what happened. I don't think the grandma got shot, but the grandma and the kids were there. And I'm like, bitch, you dumb as fuck. You put your kids and your grandma in danger over some dumb shit. And she got killed. They killed the bitch. And I'm like, at that point, I didn't really feel sorry for her because I'm like, first of all, why would you say that? Like, be bragging on social media. Like, people on social media, they feel like that. Because there's a lot of people who aren't about it and won't do shit, but I never, ever underestimate people like that. Like, I will never underestimate. That's why if you're a troll and you run in your mouth, like, you better be some type of federal agent. Because that's like the only time you really can be protected is if you're like some type of, because their shit, like, that's different. But if you're like a regular person running it, that's why I could tell this is not no regular person. It's like a fed. I can tell what they're saying and shit. Like talking about fucking Elon Musk and begging on Christianity. Like I can tell, like they got offended when I was talking about Elon Musk. Like anybody with half a brain, they don't give a fuck about Elon Musk. Like nobody gives a shit about Elon Musk unless you're on his payroll, getting paid, or like you working with him. And I'm not talking about even the people at Tesla. They fucking hate his ass. No one likes that motherfucker. Like only people who fuck with that nigga are people who they making money with him. They scamming with him. If you're not scamming with him, no one gives a fuck about any of these people. Like, why should I care about somebody and I'm not in on it? Like, what the fuck? It's fucking retarded. Like, we got people just giving respect and showing love to people for no reason and they don't deserve it. Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. Said, would you hang out with me? I wouldn't, because I'll end up probably catching a murder charge or something very, very bad's gonna happen to you. Just know that, and yeah, you're not gonna like what will happen to you. So I don't think you'll want to hang out with me, because I wouldn't want you to hang out with me, and you wouldn't want to hang out with me, because I'll be in jail and you'll be in excruciating pain and possibly dead. So yeah, I don't think I want to hang out with you. I don't need that type of energy in my life. I don't need no more. I don't need a body on my head count. I just add a lot to the shit. No, I don't need that. So yeah, you don't want to hang out with me for your own sake. Yeah, I don't hang out with people like you in the first place. Like, that's something I don't do. I don't hang out, even in real life. Like, if I see somebody who I feel like it can get to that level, I don't even put myself around motherfuckers. That's why I don't even reach out to people anymore on like content creators and shit. I don't reach out. I don't talk to anyone, because I don't want to get to a point where motherfuckers like is a problem, because I don't get along with a lot of people. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't get along with a lot of people, and it's not that I'm like a mean person. That's the thing. Like, I'm a very nice person, but that's the problem. Like, I'm either very nice or I'm very mean. Like, when I'm myself, like, I'm very nice usually, but then once somebody, like, you know how you have all these people like within like gang stalking community, they'll say like they have narcissists or people that start shit. Like, when you start shit with me for no reason and I'm just being cool, that's the thing that gets me mad more than anything, is when I'm just being cool and being myself when you start shit with me for no reason. And that's why I can't fuck with people, because it's some type of program. I don't know if it's from the government. I don't know if it's just human nature, but it's something. When if you're dealing with 99% of people, they're gonna start a problem with you. It doesn't matter what you do. You can just be chill. They're gonna just start a problem, and I can't. I can't deal with that. Like, when it comes to human beings, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. That's why it's like I'm not the type of person where, oh, I'm just gonna make it. We can still be cool. We can argue. You know how people say, oh, people argue. I don't believe that. Like, people don't argue. You don't have, like, you'll have dumbass people say stupid shit like, oh, people argue, or you can never always have peace of mind, or you're always gonna have bad times and good times. I don't believe in any of that shit, really. I'm not saying that physical things that happen to me aren't per se bad. Bad things can happen to me, but how I feel about them, that's a different story. So when somebody tells you, oh, you can't always be happy, or you can't always be in a good mood, you have your ups and downs. Yeah, you could have a down, but down for me can be me spilling a glass of water. Down for you is spilling red wine on a carpet. So it's a different version. We're always gonna have downs, but it's different versions of it. So when I'm dealing, like, my expectations are extremely high when I deal with people, and I just can't fuck with motherfuckers on that level. Yeah. Just like these stupid ass bitches out here. These bitches. This nigga might be a bitch, to be honest. Have bitch tendencies. I'm gonna drop the cash app. If anybody wants to donate to the cash app. What the fuck is this shit? I don't know. Streamer. Cash app. Send some. Yeah, this is a cash app if anybody wants to send some shit. I'm gonna be dropping my cash app every link. If you don't have to send it, you don't have to send it. Well, actually, if you don't want to send it, don't send it. But if you want to send it, send it. You get all these motherfuckers, like, oh, I don't want to put my cash up because I'm not like motherfucking shit. If you gotta send some money, send some money. I'm leaving my shit out there. You don't have to if you don't want to, but fuck. And shout out to the other nigga who sent me some money, David, or I don't want to say his name, but you know who you are. Yeah. But yeah, these fucking white people, man, these stupid crackers in my comments, nigga, you need to get the fuck out of here. And I don't want to say white people because I don't have an issue with white people, to be honest. I really don't. Because I know I got people who subscribe to me, and I don't want to be all racist, but like, you motherfuckers, like, because I'm realizing like there is a difference within the white race. Like every time when I see like a black, it's weird how they try to sell you that black people are emotional and all that. And because think about it, like they'll tell you black people are emotional and black people get angry and shit. But if you look at every reason why a black person gets angry, it's because something, whether they grew up in the hood, and certain racism, prejudice, discrimination, somebody who just being just disrespectful because of their skin. It's a reason why black people get upset. But then when you see like white, when I be out in public and when I see white people, they'll be like angry and depressed and sad looking. Like I knew a bunch of emo white kids, or just be a white person, just regular white person. They don't even look like they're like poor or homeless. They'll be angry and miserable. But then I'll see like it's weird. Like when I see when I go out in public, like this dude, he said this is his words, not mine. He said, "I'm sunburned right now. I can't go outside." The fact that he's even making that type of joke, he gets sunburned. Even though he may not be a sunburn right now, he may be just lying right now. But the fact is, if he still goes outside, he gets sunburned. That's because he's lacking something in his body that other people don't lack who don't get sunburned. So this goes beyond just being sunburned. So sunburn is one of the flaws, but neurologically, there's also flaws. This is why there's a word called melanin. Melanin it's like mellow. What's the definition of mellow? Chill, relax. Why is it that the suicide rate is the highest among white males? The suicide rate. Why is it most people on antidepressants, non-black people? Why is it that black people are in one of the most lowest conditions? Black people, in the so-called black people, are in the hood. They're in the ghetto. They're have to face discrimination. They have to grow up in school being taught that they were slaves and being made fun of by other kids. Every black person experienced racism. But why is it black people are always able to just survive and thrive and don't have the highest suicide rates? But when you see these white people, they be depressed. They're the ones who are on the most antipsychotics. It's crazy. It's because the lack of I don't want to call it melanin, but they're lacking something, which I don't want to just say melanin because you may say, oh, that's pseudo. But then when you look at them being sunburned, that's a fact. They do get sunburned. That shows you that they're lacking something, and it goes beyond just the sunburn. It goes deeper than just them being their lack of skin, because whatever makes them more paler to get sunburned, it's in the neurology. That's why when you see most white people, they're so logical. All they could talk about is science. Like, I'm not to be racist, but like 99% of white people that I meet are dumb as fuck. Like, they always talk about science. They're always logical. Every time you talk about like, oh, herbs can heal the teeth. Oh, herbs can't heal the teeth. You have to go to a dentist and get a fucking root canal. Like, shut the fuck up, you stupid ass cracker. Like, that's why you're retarded, because they're so logical, but it's not logical like in a smart way. That's why the only thing they can be good at is like computer science and shit. But then when you see like people who are like like white, they're more like normal than like, even like all like when I'm like dealing with people in public, not even on some racist shit. There's only like probably like one or two white people I bet that are cool. But like 99% of people that I meet, bots, or even spiritual people are not bots. Spiritual people and bots, it doesn't matter. They could be spiritual, they could be bots. But when I meet somebody that's like white, I can't, like, mentally, I just can't deal with them because they're just fucking retarded. Like, I can't talk to them really. It's just so boring and bland. Like, I can't deal with them on that level. Like like me, I can't date no white bitch because they just retarded the way they think and the way they talk. But I could fuck one. I don't mind fucking and shit. But in terms of like this, they're just very boring, bland people because their brain isn't. It's like it's so it's pale, like the skin, and it's like it's pale. The mentality is pale. So it's like this is why I'm saying like it's something wrong with that with most of that species of people. Like it's something wrong with them mentally in people with like paler skin. Because I've noticed that the more paler the person's skin is, the more fucked them. 99%, I'm not saying all the time, I'm saying 99% of the time. And just don't get me wrong, there are some black people who have that white thinking too. Like there are some black people who have that white thinking too. So this is why I say 99%. This is why I say 99%. So I'm not saying 100% because there are some niggas who act like coons and there are some white people who I find are chill, but that's very rare. But when I'm out in public and I observe, it's like when I see like an average black person walking, like they'll be just chill and relaxed. When you see a white person, they look like they're angry or they're depressed or they're going through it mentally. Like, and like don't get me wrong, we all go through it, but like some people they can't go, they don't have enough that they don't have enough reinforcements mentally to help them go through shit. That's why black people were able to go through so much shit in life compared to other races. And I don't care if people get offended by this. Like I can give a fuck. Like this is like the truth. I believe. Shit's crazy. Yeah, I'm about to block these people. Ban user and delete. Okay. Let me get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, I moved all these comments and get the fuck out of here. But that's one thing I've noticed and I realized. Like a lot of people look at me like, oh, it's kind of disrespectful. It's not disrespectful, it's the truth. Because when you think about it, like even when you watch sports, black people, we can jump higher, we can do more. And this is all just saying the things we're doing. I'm showing you guys proof in real life. Go out in public next time and observe a bunch of black people or observe a bunch of white people out at the store. You're gonna see the black people are more chill, relaxed. The only time they're angry is if there's some racist shit going on. But when you see a white person has no reason to be angry and upset about really. And even if they do, not more compared to the black person or the Mexican person. You see what I'm saying? Not more than them. But why is it when I see them like they're more like chill and it's weird? And even the most depressed people I've seen that were suicidal were like people who weren't black. They weren't black. Even if they'll be white, they'll be Asian. They weren't black though. That's some real shit. Do an experiment. Go out next time. Observe black people. Observe white people. Just see how like they act. Just see how like just you'll notice. Nobody wants to say that shit because people are just retarded and everyone likes to just live a lie. That's what thing is wrong with this world. When you speak the truth, people get upset. People get angry. People get angry. Damn. Because like I don't care if people get angry and shit. I'm still gonna speak my truth. At the end of the day, nigga, ain't nobody paying my fucking bills. Ain't nobody doing shit for me. Motherfucking channel shadow ban. God, my channel, the motherfuckers on my channel. I should have screenshot those comments. Fucking say we shadow banning you. That's what they said. I don't know if it was a real federal agent or just somebody pretending. I think it was real because ain't nobody going on my like. I talk about shadow banning and shit, but even like it's just weird. Like I could tell that was some fed shit. I don't know why the fuck they're on my motherfucking page. Fucking dumbasses. Like they're getting more blatant and obvious, so they're crashing out more. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm gonna start blocking motherfuckers to be honest. Cause I thought it was just a regular troll. If I knew that was a Fed troll, I would have just blocked that motherfucker straight up. Cause like that shit, like. But I wasn't really sure if somebody just because you got a bunch of people out here who just like to pretend. I even think they're doing that to the gang stalking community. I don't know if they are, but because I be watching some of those videos in the gang stalking community, and it'd be interesting because you have people within that community, right? And there'll be people that call themselves targeted individuals, and then they're like they feel like the government is out to get them. I feel like there's actual government people. They're not targeting them, but they make fake accounts and they pretend that they're targeting them, and then they make fake AI videos trying to make these targeted people, these so-called targeted people, think that the government is targeting you or some shit. Like because there'll be like these pages, right? There was this one dude's page. This dude was a federal agent because what he would do is he'll have people join his Discord and talk to him, and then he will hack their shit and get their phone number and shit. And I'm like, that's some Fed shit. And then when you look on this nigga's page, the way he talks, because when you see a lot of these people that are like in these feds, they talk a certain way. They have a certain voice. Like they're white, obviously, and they have a certain voice. Like they're very like they don't have no knowledge. They don't know anything other than what they read in a book. Like you know how when you see somebody who's genuine, you know how you see like a person, like a scientist type of person or somebody on the science channel, how they talk. They have that type of weird voice, like everything that they read has to be in a book, and if it's not in a book, then it's like it's no good. Like that's the type of energy that this dude had, and he'll watch these targeted people's videos and be like talking shit and trolling, be like, you guys don't know what you're talking about, you guys are fucking retarded, nobody's stalking you and all this. And on his page, he cleaned up his page now, but on his page he literally had over 100 different channels of people that were so-called targeted, like people that talk about this the topic or the subject matter. And I was like, how do you get all of these people's channel? Like who the fuck, like what person has time to go on all these people's channel? Like he had it at every video he'll post, he'll leave in his description a link, because he even linked one of my pages because I left a comment once, and I guess I was so every time, this was like a year ago, every day when I go onto this page, it will be like somebody mentioned you, and it'll be him mentioning me, and underneath my name will be like 100 other so-called targeted TIs that he mentioned. And I'm like, where the fuck did this nigga like have all the like you know when you go on, because they shadow ban YouTube so much, it's hard to find people. Like I be on YouTube, sometimes I be looking for like videos to watch, and I don't like to watch like mainstream shit. I hate it. So like I like watching like small channels, but it's hard to find them because they shadow ban everyone. So you have to know. So I'm like, how does he find all these channels if it's so hard to find people? So that's some like federal shit. Like I think that they have federal agents. So if you're like in that whole targeted community, or you watch a lot of those videos, and you'll see somebody trolling, and then they'll be like, oh, we got you, or we're gonna troll, we're gonna target you, or they will say something else like they'll just say some weird shit, or they'll get their information or where they're staying at, and then they'll try to add egg on and add, because all these people who are targeted, so-called targeted, they're under delusions. They're just going through normal shit everybody goes through, but they're gotten under a delusional spell that it's the government. So the government wants you to believe that they're targeting you. They don't have the power to do that. And even if they do, like can like look at what you're doing, they can't do it. Like some of these targeted people think the government is so powerful that the government can send people monitoring you 24/7. They can't fucking do that. If you're not on a computer, they can't monitor you 24/7. The most they can do is monitor you while you're on your computer, and that's it. And the camera lens, and even then, like I don't think they can do that. But once you're out in public and you see a red car, ain't nobody monitoring you, nigga. Like that's just you. I don't even want to get into it because, like, I remember I told you guys, like, if you don't get it right now, you're never gonna get it. So a lot of these people, they're just gonna be stuck in their own mental hell for who knows how long. But I'm not gonna explain. Like, if you're that stupid and you believe this shit, then just go ahead and keep believing it. But all I know is there's a lot of they have government like agents in that community. So if you're like watch that shit, like you'll see them. And then they're not don't think that the government agents are spying on these people. They're not spying on them. They're just adding on to the delusion, making them think like, oh, we got your information, we got your like the other dude had a Discord, and he'll invite people into his Discord, and then he'll get their phone number and he'll call them on their phone and troll them and call their workplace and get all their information. This bitch, I left the comment. He's like, "Oh, join," because I never click on no link. Never click on a link. I'm not a stupid motherfucker. Like you're not gonna. I'm not clicking on no link because when you click on a link, like I don't know how to hack like that, but I remember years ago, like back in 2010, this one nigga, he taught me how to hack some shit. And ever since then, like I knew, like it made me realize like I'm not clicking on the link because we created a link, and then when you hit that link, then you have access to their shit because they're able to click like you can like see enter their shit. And then ever since I remember making that program for this nigga, because he said he was supposed to give me some credit cards or some credit card information if I helped him hack it, but he just wanted to use my IP address. This was back in like probably like 2010, 2009 when he did this shit. And then after he did it, he just was gone, and he just wanted me to use me. But good thing I didn't get in trouble for it or nothing, because nothing, like it was just whatever. Maybe he didn't even do anything, but it was weird. But when I seen that, I was like, I'm never clicking on a link again, because when you click on a link, then you can have access into the person's information. So every time I get a link that I don't know, I never click it. And then these niggas was clicking the link, and then when they click the link, they'll get his information, they'll get where he works at, they'll get all his like his parents' phone number, and I'm like, how the fuck is he getting this? But then when I seen it, I left a comment on his shit. I'm like, dude, you, like, I forgot what I said, but he's like, join. He's like, don't talk to me on YouTube. Join the link like everyone else if you want to talk to me. Otherwise, I'm not gonna respond. I'm like, I'm not joining no fucking link. And then he blocked me because he knew I wasn't a dumbass nigga. Because he knew he couldn't do nothing his stupid ass can do. Because I didn't click the link, so that's why he didn't say shit. But everybody he did say something, they clicked his link, and then he'll make videos, and he'll be calling them, and then they'll be like, and then these niggas will be so stupid, like, how did you fucking get my number, dude? How you get my number? It was an agent. I knew he was an agent, and you could tell this nigga was like I could tell like, well, I don't even want to get into that because it's not important, but you could just tell this dude was a fucking agent. They have like plenty of them in that community. I think every community have agents in it. It doesn't matter how, because the whole so-called targeted individual community ain't even that big of a community. Like a lot of people, like that whole community is mentally ill. It's a bunch of people who are under like delusions. Like it's a delusional mental illness. They believe in shit that isn't real. All the shit that they're saying happening to them, that's just life, nigga. Life is somewhat scripted. Get over it. When you go outside and you may say, oh, somebody else walked outside when I walked outside, that's life, nigga. We have a thing called thoughts, our mind. So before in the spiritual realm, before it hits our mind, there's something that goes on in the spiritual realm. So let's just say you wake up in the morning, you go outside, and then the lady's walking her dog right there, or right when you drop something, somebody comes right behind you at the same time. You're thinking like they're spying on me. No, they're not spying on you. We live in an energetic field. Like when I drop this, if I threw this on the ground, it's gonna make a noise. The noise is gonna travel outside, right? If I bang on the wall, you're gonna hear it next door because it's energy. So think of it like in the mind. When you walk outside, when you get a thought to walk outside, energy in the spiritual realm was morphing and moving, and that morphing and moving made you have a thought, and that thought was to go outside. So it was moving. You had a thought, and they had a thought, because the energy in the spiritual realm was moving a certain way. So that energy in the spirit made it move, and then that move made you have a thought, and it also made them have a thought. So now you both act on a thought, and then this is where that synchronicity comes in. So it's like a little thing we live in this reality. Don't think of it like it's somebody spying on you. This is just the way the world is, because it's like kind of life is kind of scripted in a way. It's kind of like things. This is why you'll go into something like, I remember I got into a car. I hit a car. This was like a year ago. It was this Mexican lady. I hit her car, and when I hit, it didn't damage my car, but it just kind of rebumped. And then when I hit her car and I got out to see if there was any damage, she's like, is there any damage? I'm like, no, it wasn't. And she's like, oh my goodness. Before I left the house, I had a feeling this was gonna happen. And I'd never get into the little wrecks like this. But then when I do, it's funny because when that accident happened, like when before you're about to like you think you're gonna hit somebody, you jerk. I thought I was gonna hit somebody, but for some reason that day I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna hit nobody. And I just went. Like I knew I wasn't supposed to do it, but I just went anyways because I wasn't really paying attention. It's like something in my mind made me do it. And at the same time, it's like she was thinking. So it was like there was something going on in like us in the I don't want to call it spiritual world, but in a higher world, like in an energy field. And then it made me not make because usually I'm good at swerving, but the reason I didn't swerve it wasn't because it happened too quick. It was just because I didn't think it was necessary. Like I would just something in me just didn't do it, even though I knew I should have did this. That's what I because that's why the accident wasn't so bad. I didn't even damage my car because if it was that bad, I would have swerved. But something just told me not to swerve. Like it wasn't that something didn't tell me. I just didn't feel like it, and then I ended up hitting her car a little bit, little like bump. And then I got out, checked it, and she's like, before I left the house, I felt like something was gonna happen. And I was like, it was because of that thing. But then somebody who's gangsta will be like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm being gangsta. But it's like, no, it was some other shit going on. Like niggas is stupid. But like at the end of the day, it's 2025. Like if I have to explain this shit to you and you don't understand it, you're a fucking retard. At the end of the day, like you're just gonna always be in it. So this is why a lot of people like this is why I tell you like most of these people. The only reason I'm telling you guys this is because I for the people who watch my channel, I don't want you to think that these people are suffering. I don't want you to think anybody in life is suffering because of something external. Don't get me wrong, the government and the system does have blockages and does keep people down, but there's a line with that. It's a line. It's a thin line with that. Like sometimes people create their own bullshit at the end of the day. Like a lot of times, especially when you see people that are like in the same situation year over year, they create their own bullshit. That's their own problem. That's nothing. Yeah, government does certain shit, but you got to look at it. Yeah, the government creates certain shit, but why is it there's some people who thrive? So why are there some people who are in the same position as others, and some people thrive and some people don't thrive? Two people grew up in the hood, didn't have shit. One person thrived, the other person didn't. You can say the government, which it is, don't get me wrong, that is, they do block you and shit. But if you really think about it, if you look at both of those people's lives, you'll see this person did things that this person didn't. This person probably sacrificed going to the club. This person probably took care of their business more. Didn't go out and party every weekend, whereas this person partied every weekend. Did all like there's certain things motherfuckers do. You gotta keep that in mind. So but you guys should know all this shit already. All of this shit is like, I don't know how people don't know this. Like, I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Or I already dropped the link. Yeah, you only have to drop it once. I forgot. Yeah, it's the same link. Yeah, if nobody wants to join, I think I might end this live stream soon. If nobody wants to join. Yeah, it's the link again. If anybody wants to join. Oh, oh man. But I just thought I'd make another live stream for you guys. Damn, turn this fucking shit off. This shit's hella annoying. Had this fucking air purifier clean the air. Get you guys one of these pure air fryers. Well, this is a cheap ass one. It's a mini one. I just got it because I didn't want to pay for it. So this one was easy to steal, so I took it. I might get a better one though. I need to change the filter in this shit because it's hella old. I had it for like probably almost a year. So probably about a year because I got this like last year at Walgreens. I gotta change this shit. I don't know how I fucking. Okay. What the fuck? Whatever. I don't know how to close this. That stupid cheap ass shit. Oh, this is wrong with all the products. They're so damn cheap. Like they charge so much money for some cheap ass fucking crap. Like most of the shit in this matrix is cheap and garbage. Like, everything is so cheap and just. That's the problem with capitalism, because capitalism, one of the issues with capitalism is there's so much cheap ass product, because everything is based upon how much money you can make. That's what capitalism is, making the most money. So you don't make a product based on quality. You make a product based upon is it gonna sell a lot, and is it gonna have people buying it again. So if it sells a lot, that means it has to be cheap. If it sells a lot, that means it has to break down so people can have to buy it again. So nothing's made with quality. Why do you think everybody buys clothes from fucking Walmart and they don't buy anything that's very sturdy and shit? Which is nothing wrong with Walmart clothes, but people say, "Oh, I buy Walmart clothes because it's the same thing." It's like, well, it's because you can afford it, idiot. If Walmart clothes was the same fucking price as something like more expensive, right? You're not gonna get Walmart clothes. You're gonna get the fucking cheap shit, the shit that's the most expensive. You're just getting it because it's cheap. Like people been buying cheap shit so much they actually convince themselves that they get it because it's actually worth it. It's no different. Where it's like, no, like when you look at like this shit is cheap. I didn't pay for this shit, but I wouldn't even pay for it even if I had to. I wouldn't even pay for it because it's not even worth the money. I got another one too. I got two of these bitches. So I probably just take the filter from the other one. It's cheap ass shit. You can't even close it. I don't know. I was able to close it before, but I can't close it now. I don't know what's going on. Oh man. But yeah, this world is fucking retarded. Everyone in this world is a fucking idiot. That's why I don't fuck with most people. It's fucking dumbass retards. Sick of this fucking shit, man. That's so a point. Like, you know how like I don't even like I don't I one thing about me is like I've never been the type of person who like needs friends, or like you have people complain about being lonely and shit. Like I've never really experienced that at all. Like I actually don't like fucking with people. But the thing is like I pick up a lot of energy though. So when I'm out in public, this is why I don't like to be around people unless I really fuck with someone. If I don't fuck with you 100, I can't fuck with people really. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I don't need to be fucking perfect. But at the same time, what I do need is not to have a bunch of headaches in my fucking life. That's one thing I do need, is not to have a headache. So I'm not gonna have a headache. So people tell you, "Oh, you're not perfect. You're not perfect." And nobody said I was fucking perfect. But what I am saying is I don't want to have problems in my life. I don't want to have a headache. I don't want to have an issue. So therefore, I'm gonna make the decision to not have a headache, to not have issues. And if that's wrong, then you can kiss my fucking ass. I can care less. It's to a point like that's why I tell you, like, if it's not about building, if it's not about creating nothing, or if it's not about you at least making some type of money so you can use the money to build and create something for yourself, don't even deal with people nowadays. Don't even like just don't even deal with people. There's no point, because you're gonna be, first of all, look at the way this world is, its economy, the way the world, the average person, they're forced to, the average person, they're forced to work a 9 to 5 job. They're forced to work a 9 to 5 job. They're forced to actually go to work and make money. And anybody who's working in this system has a mental illness, especially if you have a very shitty job that's not doing nothing for society, which is, I would say, like 99% of the work out here is not doing shit for society. you definitely have a mental illness because you're doing something that's completely worthless. This is why they're replacing a lot of jobs with AI. One of the reasons, because a lot of these jobs are fucking worthless. And you dumbass people saying, oh, they're taking my job. Like, bitch, first of all of those jobs you were working were useless. Otherwise, AI would not be able to replace them. So I don't see anything that job is giving you but mental illness. People they can't grasp that. This is why you see this is why you think so many people are lost. And like you said, NPCs are around. There's so many people that are NPCs because everybody is like nobody has time to sit and think. People got like nowadays the average person is working more than one job, two jobs at these one place here, one place here. They don't have time to do shit. By the time they come home, they're so stressed, they're so tired. They want to relax. So they don't even have time to actually do like because you're not it's not about like people talk about I work a 9 to 5, I work 16 hours. Bitch, you don't work 16 hours. You work 0 hours. You work 0 hours, nigga. 16 hours a day, you're wasting your fucking time. You say, oh, I'm doing it so I can make money. Okay, but if you've been working there for over 10 years, you're doing it because you need to survive, bitch. Because you were there for 10 years. You could have done something to get yourself out of that position. So you're working 0 hours now, 2025, and the only time you're really working is when you're working for yourself, doing what you got to do, building what you got going on. If you're not doing that, this is why a lot of people fail because they work 16 hours just to come home and not have shit. They're too tired. I remember this one fat ass nigga years ago on my old YouTube channel. He had a channel I was watching and he was like, I just worked a whole 16-hour shift. So I bought myself a cake from the bakery because I deserve it. And in my mind, I was like, he deserves it for what do you deserve it for? Like people come up with these weird thoughts in their brain, like I deserve to take a break. I deserve to rest. That's your own living. Who said you truly deserve it? You can say you deserve it, but at the same time, like this is why you don't have any success in your life. This is why you're like stagnated because you work in these jobs and you have all this mental illness. So this is why you have everyone out here is mentally ill. You go to any of these jobs. I was renewing my EBT last year. I had to renew the EBT. The bitch is on the customer service. She read me like a fucking 3-page long, 50 paragraph, like what's it called, mission statement or some other shit. Like, do you agree that, or not agree, but she's like, have you ever been arrested or charged for fraudulent EBT? Have you been doing this? Have you doing this? When was your last income? Do you know by the state of California, if you do this in EBT? Like she was reading this shit to me for like 10 minutes. This bitch has to do this every fucking day of her goddamn funky ass life. You see what I'm saying? Like that's mentally ill. Imagine she has to do it probably like 50, 100 times a day. There's a lot of people, they got to renew their EBT. There's a lot of motherfuckers on EBT in this motherfucking country. So she got to do that shit every day, no doubt. More than a dozen times, probably at the minimum. She has to do it a lot of times, daily. Reading that shit. And I'm like, imagine that being programmed in your subconscious. Imagine you working at DMV or these corporate jobs and having to do the same repetitive shit. This is why people are like losing their fucking minds. Because people have mental illness. And it sometimes the mental illness will come out and a nigga will, like there was this one Indian nigga in the Bay Area when I was living there a couple years ago. He drove his Tesla off the fucking hill and tried to kill the wife and the kids while they were in the car. He worked at one of these tech companies. Everybody said, oh, he's mentally ill. Which he was mentally ill, but they didn't attribute it to him working at that fucking tech job and the whole stress and him having to, nobody attributed. They just looked at it like, oh, he's just mentally ill. And I guess they gave him a lenient sentence and the wife went back to him or some shit. But it was just a weird story. Like, nobody was addressing the fact that this nigga was probably stressed, having a commute, because them niggas in the Altamont going to the Bay Area, to the valley where I was staying, it's like a 2-hour fucking commute. So you gotta wake up, if you work at 9, you gotta wake up at like 7 or 6 in the morning. You gotta wake up when it was dark, and then the traffic is hell going there, and then coming back, you'll get off around like 5, 6. You're not being back till like 8 o'clock at night. Because when I have to come, when I was driving, sometimes I go to the Bay Area and I'll come back, and I'll be caught in that fucking traffic. And anytime you're like going back and forth, they always tell you don't go around certain times. Like, you're gonna be in traffic for like 2 hours. Like I was in traffic for like an hour and a fucking half. I'm like, imagine getting off work at 6, and for 2 hours you in a fucking car just to come home and you don't have nothing to do but just go to sleep and eat and shit, and that's it. Like that's hell. And then like some people, they can put up with that because what they do is some people, they're so programmed into their own habits, so like they think it's normal. So some people, they can live with this. A lot of these boomers, this is why a lot of these boomers are hella retarded, because they're programmed into this way of living, so they think it's normal. But this younger generation, the spirits in the younger generation, they can't do it because their spirits are a different breed of spirit compared to these boomers. So they can't do that. So they're looked at as lazy. Whereas like, no, nigga, like it's not even lazy. These motherfuckers just can't do this shit, because who the fuck wants to wake up and work and go back and forth every fucking day? Like that's ridiculous. So like I'm seeing this shit, and I'm like, this is why there's so much mental illness. And that one Indian dude, like, that's probably why he felt like he wants to snap. And this is why you see a lot of people, they snap. And I'm not saying you should go out and snap and shit, but don't put yourself in a position. Like, I never put myself in a position where I'm gonna end up snapping. Like, I'll quit. I'll end up just distancing myself from somebody. I'll do what's necessary to make me not snap. But when you do that, you get frowned upon. Oh, you're lazy. You don't want to do this. But if I wasn't lazy and I just put up with it, and it boils over and I snap it, I end up catching a fucking like charge because I mutilated one of your body parts, and I'm in prison. Then now it's a problem for me spiritually and physically. I'm in prison, and spiritually I have to pay for that. So like, but the only reason I got to that point is because I didn't listen to my intuition. This is why you have to know what's right for you. I'm not telling you guys don't go and work and shit. Well, like, do what you gotta do. And it's like, even like me having to tell somebody like, oh, I'm not telling you guys, like, I shouldn't even have to say that. Like, if you're for living a certain lifestyle, why the fuck are you watching my page? Like, you have dumbass people. Like, there'll be people who don't agree with me on fasting. They're like, oh, you don't need to fast to heal. Fasting is just like people who do semen retention. I'm like, first of all, bitch, like, if you're not into what I'm doing, why the fuck are you watching my page? I'm not gonna debate your stupid ass on if this is right and this is wrong. I know what's right for me, and I'm gonna do what's right, and I'm gonna preach that is right. If it isn't right, don't watch my fucking channel. Like, I have dumbass people in these stupid ass other communities on my fucking page and shit, trying to be like, I don't agree with you, and I don't give a fuck if you don't agree with me. If you on another man's page talking about you don't agree with him on something, you're a fucking idiot. It's not like, first of all, I'm trying to teach people who are my people who relate to me. If you don't my people, you don't relate to me, I don't give a fuck about teaching you shit. I'm not gonna come on here and tell you that, oh, you don't need to fast and there's other ways of healing. I don't give a fuck about other ways of healing. I fast and I talk about and I hold strong that helps. Point blank. If you don't agree with that, don't watch my channel. Don't come on my channel talking and acting like I need to somehow tell people that there's other ways to heal. But I don't gotta tell people a damn fucking thing. You should know for yourself. There's other, like, common sense will tell you do what works for you. I'm not gonna tell you do what works for you. I'm gonna tell you what works for me. Common sense in your spirit should tell you what works for you. And maybe it isn't fasting, but if it isn't, why the fuck are you on my page? Go somewhere else. That's what's wrong. People, they want to be accepted and validated by everyone, especially these people in these spiritual communities. Oh, you're teaching people this. And first of all, everybody that I'm teaching, they're grown ass fucking men and women. I check my analytics. I don't got no fucking body who's under 18 watching my shit. And if they are watching my shit and there's a problem, then go get your fucking parent and have them watch me. And before you comment, tell them, can I watch Chauncey Wan's channel? And if they say no, get the fuck off my fucking channel, because they're gonna whoop your ass if you don't. But if you're not a young ass, if you're a grown ass man or woman, grown, like that's what I hate. Like that's like, oh, you're influencing people. You're telling, ain't nobody telling anyone shit. These are grown ass fucking people. If you're old enough to go pick up a gun and go fight for this bullshit ass military, go fucking drink alcohol. You could get kicked out of your parents' place at 18 and be homeless on the fucking street. But a person can't come on the internet and say something without the government or somebody intervening. Oh, we need to shadow ban him because he's misleading the people. You need to shut the fuck up. You're a grown ass man or woman. If you're a kid, then still you have parents that need to put internet block and monitor what the fuck you watching. That ain't my fault still, cause ain't no kid supposed to be watching no porn. But are they gonna ban porn because of that? Just you fucking better make sure your kid ain't watching that shit. But you got grown ass people that are going, not even just my channel, other channels. Yeah, they don't look like there's a lot of channels I don't agree with. I just don't even watch. I'll talk about them, but from my channel. But I don't go on there and tell them how they should teach their shit. I can give a fuck how a motherfucker teaches their shit. But I'm sure it's not going to be on my page trying to explain myself to somebody who doesn't agree with me. Like, oh, it's okay. You don't have to agree with me. I understand it from your perspective. First of all, I'm not saying I don't understand it or I do. I'm saying I don't give a fuck about your perspective. So yeah, common sense will tell you fasting isn't for everyone. Common sense will tell you that. But I'm not going to keep saying on my fucking channel. I'm going to be talking about how fasting is good for you and what is good for me. And people who resonate with it will watch me. My channel isn't for everyone. I'm not trying to be accepted by everyone. I'm not trying to teach everyone. I'm not even really teaching shit. I'm just talking about people who resonate. And when you resonate and you know what's for you, we're doing the same thing together. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody on the same thought as me. Anything else, you can get the fuck off my page. I don't give a fuck. I'm not teaching shit. First of all, I'm not getting paid for this shit. Not that matters. But because even if I wasn't getting paid, I'm not getting paid for that. I'm still on here giving information. So obviously that doesn't matter. But sure as hell not getting paid for it. So why the fuck am I gonna put my energy like I'm out here? Oh, I'm gonna present myself this way. I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say. They even told you in the comment they shadow banning my channel. I wish I would have snapshot that. Motherfuckers blatantly came on here saying they shadow banning my shit. He's like, why are you talking like this? Why are you worried about what a grown man is talking about, you fucking faggot? Like you that offended? Like you got these agents. Damn, I wish I would have took a picture of that. They literally say, why am I talking the way I'm talking? This is why you're shadow banned. Bitch, I'm talking the way I'm talking because I fucking feel like it. The fuck? I don't gotta explain shit. Why you to go on a grown man's fucking page and channel talking about why am I speaking like this? This is why I'm shadow banned. Fucking retards. That shit just really exposed me. Shit. Like they really just blatantly just came out and said, if all the comments that nigga left, that comment probably got me pissed off the most. To ask me, the other comments I didn't give a fuck about. It's just lame ass stupid shit. But tell me this is why I'm shadow banned because I'm talking like I can't talk a certain way. Get the fuck out of here. I can talk however the fuck I want to talk. He said, what do you think of the Mark of the Beast rollout? I don't give a fuck about no Mark of the Beast rollout. There's already been a Mark of the Beast. There's already been a Mark of the Beast. Motherfuckers say, oh, they're gonna release the new currency. Bitch is already new currency. The moment that these motherfuckers took over this land and created the Federal Reserve and credit card, that was a new currency. That was a digital currency. Mark of the Beast, nigga, has already been a Mark of the fucking Beast, nigga. Everything that they talk about has already been. What Mark of the Beast is they're gonna put? A chip? Like I don't even think they could even do that. Ain't nobody gonna put no chip in their fucking body. Do you see anybody wanting a chip in their body? Like a lot of the shit they tell you is gonna happen isn't gonna happen. Like they want it to happen. Like you know how they'll say, oh, by 2040, AI will take like, we don't even know. AI may not even be popular. Virtual reality, that shit is not even popular. They have the Meta Quest. Ain't nobody wear that fucking shit. That shit's not there. There was an article I seen. They said a lot of companies that were supposed to be making games for the Meta Quest and the VR, they're not even making them no more. And they shut down a lot of those studios because nobody gives a fuck about virtual reality. Like, even the virtual reality, it was supposed to be more popular right now. It's not popular because nobody wants to wear that fucking shit on their face, and it's just not like they didn't. It's not going like they expected. A lot of their technology, all this whole technology, AI, don't assume everything's gonna be like how it is. Remember back in the 2010 or 2000, the year 2000, everyone said there's gonna be flying cars by 2025. Now they're saying by 2070, this is it. By 2070, 2080, this world ain't gonna be like how it is. There probably won't even be technology like that. If there is technology, it ain't gonna be like you guys think. A lot of this system, this planet and the environment on this planet is changing. In the next 100 years, trees, certain animals aren't gonna even be here no more. It's gonna be a point where there's gonna be no more trees on this planet because we're gonna be going so deep in the shift, and whatever is not needed is gonna go away. So eventually, resources like trees and shit of the land is going to go away because in the next stage we're not going to be needing material shit like we do now, if at all. So a lot of these things are going to be just dissipating. Like a lot of the resources are like dwindling right now. I'm thinking maybe that's the reason why shit's getting because the shit's dwindling. Like a lot of resources are just they're not here like they used to be. So eventually it's gonna like everything's gonna be tapped out because we're gonna be in a new shift. And it's not even a bad thing. It's gonna be tapped out because it's not needed. If you're on a low vibration, then it's gonna be bad for you. But if you're on the right frequency and in alignment, you won't need it no more. Like certain animals aren't gonna be here. There's gonna be new animals. Trees aren't gonna be here. Like all these trees you see, that's just gonna be gone within the next 100, 200 years. You don't have to believe me. Their system isn't going to be able to go on in the next even if nobody wakes up, the system is going to fail because everything that this system is relying on is not going to be able to sustain. Like it won't have nothing to pluck from and to pull from because we're going to be so deep in the fucking ship. This planet ain't going to be the same no more. You're not going to be able to grow food like you were. It's going to be a whole different shit. I'm telling you. Because eventually we're not going to be human no more. It's going to be something else because the planet's always evolving. You know how they even said like there's bacteria, there's like animals, and eventually we're not going to be human no more. We're going to be something else. It's going to be something even better than this. But that's what I'm saying. So therefore, a lot of things humans need, we won't need. So it won't be here. Therefore, trees won't be here eventually. A lot of other shit won't be here. And this is just natural. It's common sense because the planet's always evolving. The planet is human beings, everything is all this shit's evolving like, because we're going through shifts right now. Right now we're in a shift, but this shift is more like a spiritual, mental shift. But eventually it's gonna be a shift where planet is gonna look fucking different. You already see time speeding up. Time is getting the fuck up out of here. It's gonna be a different type of reality. Like you're still going to be experiencing life, but it's not going to be because when you base time is only important because we're in this fake ass system. If we were just being and living off the land and didn't have this system and this man-made bullshit, time you wouldn't need time. The reason you need time because you got to be here. You got to wake up in the morning. You got to do this. That's the only reason you need it. And then you got all these other people talking about cryptocurrency, which I'm not telling you guys to buy crypto, and I'm not telling you guys don't buy it. Do what you need to do. But me, I don't trust anything this cracker throws at us. Anything that they do, I do not trust. So do what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do when it comes to buying crypto. But what I will tell you is if you buy crypto, get in and get out. People say, like, you know how everyone says crypto is going to be up to $1 million by 2030? And you see how crypto is rising. I don't really look into cryptocurrency and all that shit, but when I was looking into it, what makes a cryptocurrency market crash, you know what makes it crash is one of the ways, there's many ways it can crash, but one of the ways it crashes is if everybody takes their money out the crypto. So cryptocurrency is 117,000. The reason it's $117,000 is because everyone has their money and their belief in it. If every single person took their money out of cryptocurrency, or enough people, let's just say half of the people who have cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, they took all their money out, that's going to drop the price of Bitcoin. So people saying that, oh, buy Bitcoin, so when you become a millionaire, you can become a millionaire. But I don't think that it's going to work like that, because they're already making regulations on Bitcoin. And if any of you guys had a Bitcoin exchange, when you put Bitcoin in the account, you have to go through so many loops and bounds to take the money out, especially if it's a large amount of money. And they regulating how much you can take and how much you can deposit and all this shit. So if Bitcoin were to reach $1 million, let's just say in 10 years, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think you're going to be able to it's going to be a catch to it. Because imagine if it reached $1 million and all these people who say they have their money and they have it. What's the first thing you're going to do if Bitcoin reaches $1 million? You're going to take your money out. But if everyone takes their money out, the value's going to go down, right? So by the time it reaches $1 million, I feel like the government's going to do some type of weird, shady game where you're not going to be able to take the money out. Or you'll probably only be able to take $5,000 a month out, or it's going to do something, or they might steal everyone's money, or I don't know. I don't trust the fucking Bitcoin. You got all these people. Oh, I'm going to buy Bitcoin, and don't get me wrong. Like you can get in and get out right now and make some money, but when it gets to the point where it's like at $1 million, everybody's going to want to take their money out. I don't think there's going to be people who want to just get to keep their money in Bitcoin forever. Eventually, everyone who's into cryptocurrency plans to one day take it out. But when it gets to that day and so many people take it out, wouldn't it just crash the market? There was this one coin called Picoin. And it was like one of the first coins you were able to mine Bitcoin from your phone. I think I had like 2,000 of those. I was mining it since 2020. So I had like 2,000 Picoin. The price of Picoin right now is 44 cents. So I have 2,000 Picoin or some shit like that. It's like 44 cents. So I don't know how much money that is. But when they first opened, but before, like just this year, they put it on the blockchain or whatever, like the market where you can trade it. Before you weren't even able to trade the Picoin for money. You were able just to have it. You couldn't trade it because it wasn't worth nothing. But this year, in February, it was worth something. When it first got released, it was like $2 for one Picoin. After it was released, everyone took their money out. Now it's 44 cents. And this was before I was even able to take my money out. Because when my shit was, it wouldn't let me to go. I think I locked it or some shit, but I didn't have my shit set up, so I couldn't take it out, and I had locked my coin, did not take it out for like a couple years. But even if I was gonna take it out, I would have had to been there like right when it released, because literally the next day after it was released, the price went down because so many people took their money out the coin, so it went down from $2 to 44 cents. So I'm thinking like, wouldn't that happen with Bitcoin? And who knows what type of regulations they're gonna have on Bitcoin before it gets to that point. They're gonna, by the time it gets to $1 million, that's just gonna be so government regulated. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, oh, you have $1 million in Bitcoin, you can only take a 2,000 out a month or 5,000 a month. They're gonna start hella micromanaging it. Not to mention inflation and the cost of everything. It might be so high by then, $1 million may not even be $1 million. That's why I don't trust that fucking shit. Like, if you're gonna get in and get out, get in and get out whenever you. Don't wait till like everyone starts getting out of it. Like, get in and get out now. Like, if you had your Bitcoin at like 30 grand and right now it's 100 grand, I would say get out now. And if you want to put some more in it, then put some more in it. But I wouldn't say wait till like the only people I would say wait till it gets to $1 million. Or if you let's say because you got a lot of people out there who are like millionaires, and they got like millions and millions of dollars. So they probably put like $500,000 in Bitcoin. At that point, that they got millions and that's only $500,000. If they lose that, who cares? Because they got so much money. But most people, they got their life savings in that shit. You're crazy. And I'm not saying do what you gotta do, but I don't trust anything this white cracker throws at us, dude. I don't. I don't trust. Yeah, I gotta take a piss. Hold on, give me a minute, guys. Is there any other YouTube channels making good videos about it? About what, the Bitcoin? I don't give a fuck about Bitcoin, so I wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure there are some channels, but I don't look into that shit. This is just my own speculation of what the fuck's gonna go on. I can give a fuck about Bitcoin. I can give a fuck about Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't trust anything really. Like, if anything, like, I won't say don't get in it because you could still probably make some money in it, but for you to put all your money in it just to wait if you're gonna put any money in any cryptocurrency and wait for 5-10 years for it to get like extremely high up, it better be like 1 or 2% of the amount of money you have. Don't put like half of your whole money and hope that don't. That's crazy because you don't know what the fuck's gonna go on. You don't know what's gonna go on. Shit's yeah. I don't trust Bitcoin at all. Like, you got niggas that work at McDonald's and shit, getting a little bum ass paycheck, putting it into some fucking meme coin, thinking like, oh, it's gonna be $1 million. Like, and then I feel like a lot of it is a scam. Like, they make some of those coins go up just to get people to believe. But I feel like it's gonna be like, because you gotta understand, like, everything that this government does is not for your good. So you got idiots out here talking about cryptocurrency like it's somehow gonna benefit them. No, this is for their shit to keep their system. They have to release this so they can keep their financial system running. It's like the internet. The internet, they have books in a library, and then now everything's on the internet, all the information. Now this is that cryptocurrency is kind of like with money. Money was in cash and gold. Now they're trying to put their wealth on a computer and all this shit. Like, it's the same thing. It's not for your benefit. It's for your benefit. It's not for your benefit. It's for their benefit. And so I don't trust that at all. And I'm not saying you guys, like, if you're gonna get into it, you can get into it and make some money, but get in and get out. Get in and get out. That's what I always tell you guys. So I like your old videos. Yeah, I was lost back then. I was hella lost. I was extremely lost back then with those soulless organic portal videos. Extremely lost. But it is what it is. I was extremely lost with those videos, so yeah, you're not gonna see those videos from me ever again. That whole organic portal shit is retarded, man. I don't even believe in a soulless person anymore. That doesn't make any sense. Because how can something not have a soul unless if something is alive, unless it's a clone or some shit? How can something not have a soul? It doesn't make sense. You just have a bunch of retard because people put too much emphasis on the soul, like it's something like, oh, we're soul beings, so we're so no. You could be the dumbest piece of shit, retarded cockroach. That has a soul. It's just a retarded ass dumb soul. You see what I'm saying? You could be a person with a retarded stupid soul. So it's like that doesn't mean shit. Just because you have, what are you doing with the soul? You could be a soul in a fucking rat, in a disgusting animal. That's like that doesn't mean shit. People misconflate like, oh, a soul is, oh, we're soul beings, and these people aren't. So the people you think that are soulless, those are just retarded, stupid ass souls. Like plain and simple. But I don't know. Like I'm not gonna make it. I'm not making any more videos on that shit no more. That was back when I was extremely lost, and yeah, I'm not making no more videos on that shit. Crazy. Oh man. Man, I'm surprised you've been following me for that long. Yeah, that's when YouTube used to be actually. It wasn't as much of a problem. Like nowadays, YouTube is no different than fucking like mainstream media. Like they pretty much just put CNN, NBC, and Fox on YouTube. That's all it is now. Everything's like marketed and shoved in your face and pushed upon you and shit. Like it's not the same anymore. And then now everyone's trying to get lit. So like it's all compromised. Even the people that you see that trying to get lit, they're like they're talking about the government, but they're copying the whole blueprint of the government. Like it's just like it's so lost. Ain't nobody. This is why I say like not that many people are really awake because they think that they're really waking up. They think they're talking about the government, but how they're talking about the government or just you talking about the government at this point, it's like they want you to speak about it. The only reason they hit on my channel because it's more so like in a way that's actually like could have. It's not even I want to say wake people up, but it's not the same as other people per se. Other people just talking about the government like and just dumb shit. I don't even like. That's one thing I think. I'm not even trying to talk about the government no more. That shit's fucking retarded. Like I just be making videos and then like one thing leads to another. Because I even talking about any problem or issue, that's just retarded as fuck now. Like, what are you doing to fix the problem within your own life? At least give a solution. Like, we already know the government and the welfare or the whole financial system is correct. We know that. What's the solution? If you don't have a solution, just shut the fuck up at this point. Because you're really giving them more power, telling them how much like who cares? Like I can care less about it. Like I can like obviously you want to care, but if you care so much, make a solution. Don't just keep talking about it. Hmm. Yeah, it's like people are just crazy. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. I think I'm gonna end this live stream. What the fuck was going on? Oh, I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna end this live stream, guys, and I'll be back on probably tomorrow. I'm gonna be starting my fast tomorrow. I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna be on not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna do a breathing exercise with you guys. Not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. So that's the third, the 29th, no, 30th. Yeah, so the 30th, I'm gonna go live again, and I'm gonna start my fast tomorrow night, and then I'm gonna be doing multiple. I'm gonna be documenting a lot of my like what I'm doing, like from my stretches to my breath. I'm gonna be documenting that every time I do. So every time I do my breath work, every time I do my stretch, I'm gonna document it. And I might even start documenting when I'm just out and about doing things. I'm gonna start documenting a lot more, but it's gonna be more so just telling you guys things to do, uh, things to get your like your awareness just on point. Because like if you're a strong, powerful spirit, you know everything you need to do. You know everything. You don't. There's nothing really to learn. Like I'm trying to just like you guys don't believe me, but there's nothing really that I can teach you. You just have to fucking do what you already know you have to do. If anything, my channel's like low key reminding you. So once you remember, like, oh, aha, I get it. And then from there, you can do it yourself. And then from there, life is going to teach you. Life is going to teach you. And then you'll have the idea. You'll know what you need to do, what space you need to be in, all that shit. So I'm going to be doing like, because this breathing work, I'm going to be doing an experiment with it. I'm going to go deeper into it later. I don't want to say too much on here right now. Plus, I was at the end of the live stream, so I'm gonna be doing an experiment with this breathing exercise. I'm gonna be going live every day that I'm doing the breathing work because I'm gonna be doing my fast and I'm gonna be doing breathing work. So I'm gonna be experimenting with somebody. I want to be live and you guys can follow along with me when I do it. Like I'm gonna show you guys certain because I have this. Well, I'll get into that later, but I'm gonna be showing you guys a lot more because I'm done like really just talking all this shit on the internet. Is it because I'm seeing all this? I don't want to be like another motherfucker on here, like saying the same shit, just talking a bunch of dumb shit. Like, yeah, people just say how the system is corrupted, how the financial system keeps you from growing. Their whole video will be some stupid cliche shit, like how the system does not allow people to grow to their highest spiritual potential. And they'll talk a whole hour and a half about that shit. Like, what the fuck can you say that we don't know about that already? Like, and I'm thinking, like, I don't want my channel to be like that type. And I'm not saying look like I don't do these things because I do have a habit of doing this shit. This is why I'm trying to get the fuck out of it. But I don't want my channel to be like that. And it feel like I'm talking about something. Or I'm exposing the government. I'm staying on their neck. Like you ain't exposing shit. If you're an idiot, you're gonna be an idiot. Even people who do know about the government shit. It's not even about knowing that to be awake. It's about do you have the strength to overcome bad habits, overcome desires, sacrifice, and have discipline to better your life. Because if you don't have any of that, there's nothing you can know that you can learn how to do to teach you that. No matter like anything. Like most people, they just like to talk about the same shit, but you can see in their life they're not really growing. They're not really, and I don't really want to be that type of channel. That's like if it all comes down to it, I might just be offline and be off here for a minute. Like there's no point. It's like similar to video games, most people walking around and just saying, yeah, but people are. I agree with you. Like people are walking around like controlled by their subconscious. They're not really living, and they act. I agree with you. But I don't think that has anything to do with them not having a soul. They just have a very retarded, stupid ass, weak spirit and a weak soul. They're just a lost soul. That's all it is. It's nothing to do with. But yeah, people are lost, and they do say the same shit. They act robotic. That's a fact. I agree with you. I'm not saying that isn't true. I'm just saying that doesn't mean that somebody don't have a soul. It's just somebody. It's like if you have a computer and the computer runs slow. Does the computer mean? Does it mean it doesn't have a processor? No, it has a processor. Otherwise, it couldn't even be a computer. It wouldn't turn on. It's just a very weak processor. So you got an old processors from 1989. You can't run anything new on it. It's going to be slow. So you can't say the computer doesn't have a processor because it's going slow and you can't play games on it. No, it's just a weak processor. You can't say somebody doesn't have a soul because they're robotic and act slow. No, they just have a weak soul. That's it. Everything has a spirit and a soul. That's a lot. And it's not like, oh, a spirit and a soul is like I don't want to say. I'll say because if it's like if it's something that isn't fake, like certain animal, like if you made a clone of somebody or you spliced an animal and it wasn't authentic, then that doesn't have a soul. But you're a human being. You're not a clone. Just because you see somebody acts like a robot doesn't mean they are one. If you were made in a lab, then you don't have a soul. Because you can make certain animals in a lab. There's certain animals that are made in a lab that don't have a soul. Because they were made in a lab. So that's a different exception. But when you talk about people, unless you're a clone made in a lab, you have a soul. If you came out of pussy and a vagina, you have a soul. That's what I meant. If you were made in a lab or some shit, then that's a different story. But don't focus too much on shit like that because none of that shit's just not really gonna get you anywhere. Like all that only reason like a lot of people focus on that because it makes them feel good and you want to have answers to why people are so retarded, which I get it. But what feels even better is solving the issues and problems you have. Then you'll be able to actually live a fulfilling life. Because most people out here are they're just very miserable right now. And this is another reason you don't want to be around anyone unless you're doing something important. Like I'm building, I'm trying to build, I'm building, I'm talking, I'm engaging. Like this is why I'm very making. I don't even really want a lot of views. Really, I don't because the more views you have, the more fake it is. Like if you have a business and you have a fitness, let's say you're a fitness trainer. Obviously, you want a lot of people watching because that's clients. But the shit that I'm talking about, I can give a fuck about views. If you're talking about spirituality, you really don't even need the more views you, especially with YouTube. Like anybody I see with a lot of views, it's like I automatically look at them like they're not talking. I chalk it up to they're not talking about anything important. Because if they were, I wouldn't even want to watch. Like your views wouldn't be that much because they just told you they're shadow banning, which is really really like that shit kind of got me hella angry. Like not the troll, but blatantly come on here and say, "Oh, we're shadow banning because you're not talking." Like I can talk however the fuck. Don't tell me how to talk. Like the fuck, that's some crazy shit. It just tells you like, and even there's this one dude because they be trolling everyone's channel. Don't think like, oh, it's just they troll even people who don't talk spiritual. They troll their channel. There's this one YouTuber. I don't want to say his name, but he does not talk about nothing spiritual. He just talks about how he doesn't like to work and the system is stupid. That's where he doesn't even talk spiritual. His views is that he actually has over 1,000 subs in like less than 2 months, and his shit's growing. And he's getting like 1,000+ views on his live stream. And he just opened his channel a couple months ago. There was trolls in his comment talking the way that they're talking on my comment. This is how I know it's the agents because they were saying shit. Oh shit! Come on, dude. Fuck. It's a fucking bug. hate bugs. I'm about to close this window. Yeah. Stupid ass bug. But there was an agent on this nigga's channel. They were the same people that were on my channel were on his channel. They were trolling this shit. Like, they troll everybody's page. It's not just people who are like, who's talking about the Matrix. Like, even regular bots, like, who have pages, they be trolling their shit too. Like, they just go on people's page and troll. I don't even think there's anybody really that trolls the internet like that no more. Because if you really look at it in reality, like, nobody really just trolls like that for the most part. People who troll, they don't troll on YouTube or like Facebook and Instagram that much. Usually people who troll, they go on like forums like Reddit. Or they had 4chan, but they closed that shit. That's where we're the real miserable, suicidal, angry, bigoted. They go on forums and troll. They don't go on Facebook and YouTube because nobody takes them serious. So when you see a person trolling on Facebook and YouTube, you can tell it's a fad. Because a normal person who's a troll isn't going to go on Facebook, Instagram, but really troll. Because the way they set up the platform, especially now, it's just, it doesn't really, the trolling doesn't really fit to do that on YouTube. Like, because even YouTube is hella weird. Because when you're on YouTube, you have to search the person. Especially me, I'm shadow banned, so you have to search my name. So you can't just run into my channel. If you're a small channel and you're getting trolls, there's a high chance that's some fed activity. Because no one's gonna just go on your page and just troll you. Like, and you notice how they were talking about Jesus is king, and they kept talking about Jesus. That's how you can tell it's a troll, because they keep talking about Jesus, like they're gang banging on Jesus. That's how you can tell, like that. So always look out, like, because a regular person who goes to church isn't going to be trolling and then talking about Jesus. Like, you're not even practicing what you preach. Like, doesn't it tell you in the Bible, like, thou shalt not like sin and all this other dumb shit? But yet you're on my page doing what your Bible and your Jesus tells you not to do. But a real person who's into Christianity, even if they don't go to church but they believe in it, there's one nigga I know, he's into that shit. And even though it's bullshit, there's a certain way he carries himself where he's not gonna troll or just say certain shit and then the next sentence say Jesus is king. That's some fed shit. Like, the people who say that type of shit, they don't believe in Jesus the way a dumbass bot believes in it. They believe in Jesus as like they control that religion and they're the owners of it. And when you believe in it, you're giving them energy. It's like it's their platform. Like Jesus and all that, they created it. So when they promote Jesus, it's not because Jesus is like, it's not the same way as when your mother, if she believes in Jesus. No, it's a different type. Your mom believes in Jesus because she thinks that shit exists. They believe in Jesus as a way to make money and to control the people. They know it's fake. They don't practice that shit. So this is why they gang banging on Jesus. Like, Jesus is king. Every time you go in a comment section and you see a lot of people say Jesus is king or find God, or they try to put religion, you know that's a fed. That's a fed. That's what made me. I didn't think it was, but once they kept saying Jesus is king, that's when I was like, okay, that's a fed. No regular person's gonna type that shit. So always be on the lookout for that shit. It just exposes how toxic the religion is, and it's so crazy because this is why I say the whole spirituality shit is all fake, because they're trying to make religion spirituality now. They're trying to make, oh, your higher self is Jesus Christ, and like they're trying to make things that human, like, this is why I said there's no such thing as spirituality the way you guys think it is. It's just you trying to get back to being yourself. And there's things we all got to do to get back to being ourselves. Simple as that. They'll try to play spirituality and make you think that, oh, Jesus is talking to you, or Jesus sent you this dream, or that's why I say, like, get out of that whole religious and spirituality shit. Like, when I say spiritual shit, I'm talking about all this Buddha meditation shit. I'm not saying don't meditate, but meditation isn't even meditation. Breathwork could be meditation. Listening to music could be whatever puts you in whatever you need to do to get your spirit right. That's meditation. That's how I keep it simple. Everything else is just a bunch of bullshit. Like, this is, they try to trick people, and they're using all this, because before you know, you'll be thinking like, this is why you have people who believe in spirituality and then they'll go to Jesus Christ and they start hopping back and forth. Like, weren't you just spiritual? Now you're running to Jesus? It's because it's the same fucking thing. When I say spiritual is the same thing as religion, I'm talking about the spiritual community that you see on the internet. I'm not talking about true spirituality. And true spirituality is not even called spirituality. It's called being yourself. When you be yourself, things unfold in your life and you're able to go to the next level and grow. Just like when you're a kid, you grow up to an adult. When you're an adult and you practice being yourself, you grow up awareness. That's it. That other spirituality is taking external things and making it become who you are. Like, oh, I need these crystals. I need to do this meditation. Not to say you don't use crystals or you don't use meditation, but that's not what spirituality is about. That's just a tool. All of this shit is just a tool. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Don't let that shit fool you. That's all you guys see. I don't really talk too much about spirituality on this page no more. And if I talk about something you may think is spiritual, it's still something having to do with common sense and getting yourself right. And I'm not even trying to teach anyone no more. Like, I'm not a teacher. I'm not any of that shit. I don't consider myself a teacher. Not to say I don't teach you guys, because I probably teach you guys more than a lot of other people teach you. But I'm not trying to attract people on my motherfucking page who don't agree with me and we're not on the same wavelength. And then I'm sitting here having to explain. I don't have to explain shit to anyone. If you feel like I gotta explain something to you, that means you already know what I'm doing is not in alignment to what you're doing. And at that point, why the fuck are you watching my channel? If I'm watching somebody's channel and they say something I don't agree with, I'm not gonna correct them. Oh, I don't agree with this. I'm doing this. I'm not gonna do that unless I'm just trolling them and just being a dick. But yeah, motherfuckers on my page, they don't agree with something that I'm saying, and then they'll sit here and act like I'm the problem. Whereas, like, bitch, no, you watching and observing my page is your fucking problem. Click the fuck off and don't watch my shit no more. I don't gotta explain shit to anyone. Like, it's like almost like I gotta prove myself to these niggas. Not for no money, not for no type of well-being or spiritual growth or anything to benefit me, just to cater, just to quell somebody's ego. Like, fuck you, dude. I don't give a fuck about you. You believe whatever the fuck you want to believe about me. You're not paying my bills at the end of the day. You weren't there for me day one. Like, I have fucking family and friends that ain't even spiritual on shit that benefited and helped me more than your ass, and you so-called say you're spiritual. So I can give a fuck about what the fuck you say. You're spiritual out ain't doing shit for me. I give a fuck about you. Not to say that they're not doing shit for them. I don't know. I don't know these people in real life. But you're with whatever you want ain't doing shit for me. I got people in my real life I fuck with. But if you don't get that, if you don't understand that, you'll be sitting here, the people in your life that could benefit you and help you to that next level, you're going to be looking down upon them like they're bots, but giving value to somebody you never met online, talking some bullshit. And yeah, you may say, oh, I never met you online, but I'm actually being real with you guys, telling you what I'm telling you this. Other motherfuckers won't even tell you what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like, if you don't resonate with me, get out. I'm not trying to grift and lie to you guys and make you feel good or nothing. I'm telling you as it is. Like, there's people that can benefit you, and because there's people you can meet on, like, because people say, and I don't even want to say like there are people online you don't know, because there's people who have family members, mom and dad, and they don't even know their parents. There's people who you see people every day, you don't even know them. That's why you see stories on the news that this person that they've been dating for 10 years and the husband killed the wife. Or you have friends backdoor. They in the hood, they call it backdoor, betray each other. He bought some drugs to sell. His friend robbed him, but they were friends since. So you really don't know anybody in your fucking life, to be honest. Only thing, and who the fuck said you really got to know somebody 100%? Who said you got? You just got to. Everything in life takes risk. You just got to work with what you got, and hope it doesn't get to that point. But if you can spot it before it gets there, and you can see it, then get yourself out the way. But you can never be in full protected mode where nothing can betray you, nothing can fuck. You can just diminish it very, very little. But to be honest, you don't know anybody in life, even people you think you know next door. That's why you guys probably have stories. This person was cool with you, and then they end up backstabbing you, end up on some bullshit. It's the same shit. So he's like, actually, I don't like to speak too much. That's good, because there's nothing really to speak about. Actions is it. I speak because I make it my channel. That even when I'm out and about, there used to be a time when I'm out and about, I felt the need to always have to preach or like talk to certain family members, preach about astrology or spirituality, and like to family or people I know. I don't even feel like doing that shit no more. Like, because the way I like my brother, he hit me up. He's like, oh, my back hurts. I was in my bed all day. I tell him to do yoga. I tell him to fast. I tell him to do all it. I've been telling him for years. He never listened. He texted me like a week ago, like, oh, my back hurts. I was in bed all day. I was bedridden. I forgot what else. He's like, what should I do? No. He's like, I'm gonna. No. What he said something. He's like, I'm gonna have to. He said something, and then he's like, what do you think I should do? And I said, do whatever makes you feel better. And he was like, he responded to me, I'm going to fast and I'm going to do yoga. I didn't tell him. And I was like, if that's what you feel like you need to do it. That's all I responded back. And he's like, well, he responded back to me, if I told you I was going to take prescription pills, would you say the same thing? Like he expected me to like preach to him what he needs to do. But I'm done with that. Like, do what you need to. And I said, at the end of the day, you gotta do what you want to do. You grown ass man. Like, if you feel like that's what you need to do, then do it. But life and your spirit would tell you if that's right. I can't tell you. You may have to make the decision. So if you take pills and it doesn't work for you, then oh well. And I left it at that. And he was all like, he like laughed and whatever, but you see how he expected me like to preach to him? People know what they need to do. The moral of what I just said is everyone knows what they need to do. They just want you to tell it to them. Because I've been telling him the same shit all these years. Every time he has a back problem, I say, do this and that. He doesn't do it. So this time, like, I'm done. So I'm telling anyone. So I was like, do whatever you want to do. Whatever. I didn't like. He mentioned, oh, I'm gonna do yoga. I'm like, oh, if you feel like you gotta do it, then do it. And then when I said that, he was like, oh, so if I gotta take pills, you see what I'm saying? So it's like the same. It's the same thing. People know what they need to do. I'm telling you. There's no point of speaking. No point of only speak if it's necessary. Like if it's necessary, you need to get a message across something. Then say what you gotta say. Well, don't just feel like you got it, because I don't even preach to no one. I don't even want to speak about spirituality on this channel no more. Like if I do speak about it, it's shit like this, like shit that can benefit or just help someone. I'm not gonna sit here like my whole presentation about how the financial system is keeping us down. I was like, bitch, that's common sense. I don't need a whole hour. Like, that's dumb as fuck. You got people out here still making the same fucking videos about the financial system or about how Trump is doing. Not even Trump, because that's not spiritual, but about like how you need to do this. And like, it's like fucking motherfuckers is behind. Even when you see a lot of these people on YouTube and they're talking the same shit, you got to understand a lot of these people are getting paid through monetization. So that monetization, a lot of people rely on that check. So when you see Infinite Waters with his nappy headed ass, stupid, retarded looking ass, he's saying the same shit he's been saying for like 5 years. Dumbass nigga. He's doing that so he can make money. He's not doing that to wake no one up. When you see channels like Black Magic 363 or you see all these channels that are so-called spiritual or talking about some type of topic about Trump, and it's on the pretense of I'm waking people up. They're not waking no one up. They're doing this so they can collect the check, because if YouTube demonetize them, they're not going to be making videos no more. It was good at Moby. They're not going to make once YouTube, if YouTube were to cut the monetization off everybody who's monetized, YouTube will be a ghost town. It will actually be good because all the real people like me will be here. All the fake people will be gone. All those people, oh, I'm here to wake the people up. They won't be here no more because they didn't give a fuck. It was just about making money. So you guys got to understand, like, YouTube is heavily monetized. Like, monetization is like really, everyone's really monetized. So don't think that there's anybody who's teaching that's saying they're waking anybody up is doing it to wake people up. That's just so they can keep the money flowing, because they're like a grifter. They're like a charlatan, in a way a scammer. But I don't want to say scammer because it's not illegal, but they just have to get an audience. And then if you look at the people who watch them and support them the most, these people aren't doing shit. They're nobodies. They're like, how is it 2025 and you're buying a spiritual course? You got to be a fucking retard. And it's not like these people buying these spiritual courses are actually intelligent after they take the course. They're even probably more stupid. So it's like, he said, gained a lot of weight. Okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because some people need to gain weight. But yeah, this shit's crazy. This whole YouTube shit is compromised. Like, fuck, though. Yeah, you missed the trolls, MOB. You got the trolls was in here relentlessly today. They were in here relentlessly. I don't know what the fuck brought them over today. Oh yeah, it was too much fried chicken. Yeah, you gotta cut out on that shit. Yeah. Gotta cut out on that because that shit is really. But it's good. You can lose the weight though. Just go. If you really want to lose weight quick, go on a fast. I'm about to start one tomorrow. If you want to join, you don't have to be how long. I'm probably gonna go for probably 5 days. Then I'll take a break and I'm gonna go longer. Because I'm feeling like it's a lot easier for me to go on my fast. Like before, when I used to start like a 3-day fast, after going months without doing it, I used to be taxing. But now, like, I can go on it and it's not a problem. So I just got to build myself back up to like 10 days, 20 days. Well, I could do 10. I want to build myself over like 16, because 16 was the last longest one I did, which was the beginning of this year. So, but the thing is, you want to stay consistent on it. But I'm gonna start tomorrow. If you do a fast for like 4 or 5 days, you'll probably lose like half that weight you gain. Probably like you'll lose a lot of weight. And plus, since you have a lot of fat on you and you gain weight quick, it's easier for fat people to fast. I noticed in the fasting community, the people who be fasting for like 40 days with no problem will be the fat people because they have a lot of body reserve. So if you're fat, it may be hard for you to fast, but it's not physically hard. It's going to be more mentally because you want to eat. But physically, your body can go because you have a lot of fat. You have a lot of body reserve. So when you're fasting, your body's going to be pulling energy from your fat. Yeah, the weed is something you have to get rid of. Well, I'm like if you're trying to lose weight, because you're even saying weed got me eating abnormally, bro. So you have to, I would say, get rid of the weed because I know what you mean. Like I don't even get munchies no more. When I was smoking like a year ago, when I smoked, I didn't get munchies. Like I don't get munchies when I smoke no more. Like I guess because I've been fasting and not even the fasting. It's just the yoga, the energy work I do. Like I don't get munchies no more. Only time I can get munchies probably is not even when I was drinking. I don't get munchies. Like I don't get munchies anymore because I drank last year. I didn't get no munchies, so I don't get munchies at all from alcohol or weed. And even when I do get hungry, it's not the same. Okay, that's what's up. That's probably why you say you got your first job. Now you probably getting high with the money you got in. Yeah, you want to. I'll say cut back on the weed, or at least cut back on it and try to lose some weight. If you're saying weed is making you hungry, then that's gonna be a thing you gotta have to cut back because no matter when you smoke, you gotta want to eat. Unless you can smoke and eat fruits and vegetables, but even then, it's like I would cut back on the weed. But if you feel like the weed helps you, you want to do it, then do it. But what I will tell you is, if you're not meant to be doing it, the spirit will let you know that you're not supposed to be doing it. And okay, you're 22, so you're still young. Yeah, you still. As I'm saying, you really want to get yourself right when you're young, like early 20s, because you don't want to be hitting your Saturn return, which is 27 to 28 onward, and after that, and still be fucked up. Because, like I was saying in my comment section, like most bitches I see, like 9 out of 10 bitches I see that are miserable and depressed, they in their 30s. Not to say there aren't females like that, but when I see younger females, they're more in a jovial, optimistic mood. But when you see the females that are like in their 30s, people in general, they get, because once you hit the age 28, 29, salute to Free Diddy. What's up? Once you hit that age, that's when like you don't really get no more like leniency from the universe or the spirit. It doesn't give you no more lenience. Some people might be early. We each or have some people they don't get no leniency from age 18. So, but Saturn return is pretty much when you realize that what you need to and not need to be doing, and whether you want to recognize it or not is up to you. But it's blatantly obvious what you need and what you don't need once you hit your return. That's why you don't want to be. If you're like 22, you want to get it right now and not be 28, 27, and then let this, because you're gonna end up being bitter, depressed, miserable. You see a lot of motherfuckers around 27, 8, 9 in their 30s, they miserable. Damn near every man in their 30s now, when you hear them talk, is, oh, I'm old, I'm in my 30s. That's not because they're old, it's just because they fucked up and they feel regret because they didn't do something. If they were in alignment and they were doing what they're supposed to be doing, they'd be thriving. They'll be feeling good, even better than their 20s. Anybody that said the older you get, the younger you're supposed to get, mentally and physically. You're supposed to be stronger the older you get. That's why when you fast, when you do health, when you work out and go to the gym, you get stronger, right? When you fast, you heal, right? When you do yoga, you release blockages, right? So if you're doing that for 20, 30 years, you're going to be stronger mentally, physically, spiritually. That's common sense. So if you see somebody who's an old man and they're sick or they're depressed or they're, oh, I'm in my 30s, I'm depressed, or I'm in my 40s and I'm sick and that's somebody who just they fucked up. It's not normal. Don't look at it as, oh, it's normal to be old, and no, that's not normal. They just didn't take responsibility for their fucking life. Plain and simple. There's no way around it. Ain't nobody supposed to get old and, oh, I have back problems. Oh, I'm old and you have back problems not because you're old, because you spent so many years not doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's people out here who in their 50s, 60s that can lift more weight and run faster than I can right now because they've been on that path for those many years. They trained, they took care of their health, and you see what I'm saying? They lifted weights. I remember I heard this nigga, he was in his 50s, like, I could run laps around my 20-year-old self. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this fast because it's been about 3 hours exactly. I'm gonna have to end this fast, or not this fast, but I'm gonna end this live stream and I'm gonna start my fast tomorrow. And I'm gonna be going on all. I'm gonna be doing my breath work. I don't want to say too much, but I'm gonna be doing some breath work. I'm using this because I want to be held more accountable. Shout out to Free Diddy. If you in here, if you want to do a fast tomorrow, I'm starting tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing breath work every day during my fast. Every day when I fast, I'm gonna record it live so I can stay more accountable on doing it. For sure. So tomorrow I'm gonna leave a comment probably tomorrow when I probably cut an hour or two before I start my fast, and then the following day I'm gonna do breath work every day, multiple times a day. This is gonna be my accountability. So every time I feel like doing it, because when I was doing my stretches, I noticed I can do the stretch longer, and I'm in the workout, I'm in the zone. I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna do after. I'm not distracted because I'm doing it live, and I notice when I do it live, it helps me out. So I'm gonna my breath work. I'm gonna do that live as well. I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm excited to do that as well. So I'm gonna end this fast. I'm gonna end this live stream, and then say how long we plan on going. As long as you want to go, I plan on going for at least 4 or 5 days, probably longer. But you can go as long as you want to go. When I end it, I'm gonna let you guys know when I end it. But I'm gonna go probably for like 4 or 5 days, and then I'll let you know when I end it. You can go as long as you want. This is the thing. I don't want to sit like. That's another thing. I probably talk about this in my next live stream because I don't want to put this at the end and everyone already like. But I don't want to. This is a life. This is a journey. This is not a destination. We want to, if you can, get out of your mind how many days. Get that out of your mind. Just do. I'm gonna fast, and whenever I feel like eating, and I'm gonna eat. Then I'm gonna take a break, preferably no more than 1 day, and start again. And this is what I'm gonna. You don't have to keep going after that. That's what I'm gonna do. So you could just do this fast and then take a break for how long as you can. But I'm gonna be doing this continuous. So whenever you want to jump in with me, then feel free to let me know, and then you can just jump in, and I'll be doing my fast. But this is something that's gonna be ingrained into my lifestyle. This is not something I don't want to just. It's a destination. This is something that you got to get ingrained because you even said it, when you go on these deep long fasts, you feel better. See, that state that you're in, you want to hone in and tap into that and keep it like that, because that's your power right there. Okay, well, I'm gonna do about 4 or 5 days. Probably, I'll say 5 days. I'll do, if not 4. But we're gonna start off with 4 or 5 days, and then we're gonna go on. And notice when you fast and you get into that feeling when your mind is free, clear, and this thing starts just acting different for you in the reality. That state of awareness, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, you want to hold on to that as long as you can. So when you get to like day 7 and you feeling good, don't think, oh, I'm feeling good right now. I'm gonna look at it. I'm feeling good. I want to try to hold it. If you have to end it, then end it to get back on it. and then try to always sustain yourself in that, because that, look at it as like a defense, a weapon, some type of, it's a defense, a weapon, some type of shield that's gonna protect you and guide you in life. It'll even create opportunities if you if you stay, if you have to stay in that long enough. Because I noticed, like you even said it in the last live stream we were in, even when like just shit just weird just starts happening, and I know what you mean. I'm not gonna get into it all of it right now, but a lot of things happen. I know when I'm on that fast, and when I'm not on it, a lot of things happen. Like it's weird. Like even this past month during cancer season, it was a horrible fucking season. Not horrible because it was horrible. Just I just it wasn't like a good season, really good. Just certain things I was doing, and I noticed like certain things, like even when it came to my eBay business, I was doing things I wasn't really supposed to be doing, and then on my eBay, and then my eBay business, people started acting hella weird, and I ended up having to cuss the motherfucker out, talking all this bullshit, and it just hit, the timing that it hit me was right when I was doing things that was kind of like I knew I shouldn't have been doing. So this is why I'm saying like everything is energy, and we're in a different shift right now. This is very important. We're in a spiritual shift right now. We're not even going into it. We're in it. So there's no point of even calling it a shift. This is just reality at this fucking point. Because people say we're going to a shift. We're not going into a motherfucker. We're in it, and we're already been in it, and it's a different reality at this point. So if we're in this shift, we're already in it. So if you're not in a certain state of awareness, life is going to be hell for you. It's going to be hell. You're going to feel kind of irritated. You're going to feel kind of rushed. Life isn't really going smooth, and this is why you go out in public. Look, the next time you go out in public, look at most people's faces. Most people look fucking miserable, angry, unsatisfied, unfulfilled. Most people, not everyone. I'm not gonna say everyone. Most people, and it's more so than ever. There was a time I remember, especially like 3 years ago. I say about 3 years ago is when it kind of started, and yeah, about 3 years. No, not even 3, 4 years ago, because we in 2020. Like about four and a half years ago is when it kind of started. But now it's like we're at a time where now like the energies are so intense, they're so potent, it's making people feel uncomfortable for not doing what is right for their spirit. It's playing out, and even when you see all these layoffs, you see all these government things that even the people in the government, they're going through it too. Why you think they're changing the government? Why you think these motherfuckers is trolling my page? Go rewatch the live stream. There was like 4 or 5 trolls on my page. If Free Diddy is still in here, you should have came earlier. There was like 4 or 5 trolls on my motherfucking page. One, I wish I didn't delete the comments so you guys can see it. One of this motherfucker was like, this is why I swear to God, this is what he said. This is why we shadow ban you, because you're talking this shit. He said, because you speak the way you do. They literally said in the comment, the reason they shadow ban me is because I talk the way I do. That shit kind of got me irritated. I didn't care about the other comments didn't get me angry. That comment got me, so it's like, because I'm talking how I want to talk and I'm saying what I want to say, you're shadow banned. Like, I don't give a fuck about being shadow, but it's the principle. Like, fuck you. Like, I can't speak how I'm gonna speak how I want to speak, nigga. Fuck you. And they literally said that, and they were talking about Jesus Christ as King, which made me realize that they were federal agents, because at first I thought maybe it's just some troll, but nah, like those are some agents. And there was another nigga's channel. I don't want to say his name, but he doesn't talk about spirituality or nothing. He just talks about how like the Matrix, and like he's not spiritual at all. He doesn't talk about nothing deep. Like this nigga's like a regular person. They were on this nigga's live stream trolling him too. The same type. It wasn't the same name on this page, but it was just like a motherfucker. It wasn't the same name, but it was like the same. They talk the same way. They speak the same way. They act like it was all the same demeanor. They kept saying Jesus is king or quoting Jesus and then talking about weird shit. Like you can just tell it's a troll. Like it's crazy. Shit is crazy, man. But it just shows you how like the type of the demonic act. I don't even want to say demons because there's that ain't there ain't no such thing as a demon. A demon, what is a demon? That's something the church and the Jesuits and religion they made up. So the demon doesn't exist. There's if you're acting like a retard, you're acting like a fucking idiot. That exists. So that's what they call a demon. Don't use any of they shit. Demon, angel, all that shit is their shit. So this is why you can tell like it's their shit that yeah, they're just acting like fucking retards. The only thing real is the experience. Really, all that other shit that people want to say, that's just what they want to say. That's they shit that they create. Let them create it. But he said, "I always get a blessing when I do a fast, but I feel invisible." That's good. That's good. That's good. That means you're supposed to be doing it. So imagine if you stayed on. I'm glad you said that because it made you pretty much just reiterated what I was saying. Like when you stay in that frequency, you said you always get a blessing. No, you didn't just get a blessing. Your reality was full of blessing. The moment you ended the fast, you cut that off. Imagine if you would have stayed in that fast for 40 more days. Blessings would have been your reality. And even when you do have a bad day, because you'll have other dumbass people, like you got people out here who are miserable, who are just regular people. They don't have the power like you do. So they'll say, well, you can't be happy all the time. No shit. But there's different types of sadness. There's good days and there's bad days. A good day could be a homeless guy finding a bag of cans to sell. A good day could be you finding $10,000. Both are good days, but which one do you want to have? Obviously, the one where you found a lot of money or something big happened than just a bottle of can. Same with the bad day. We all have ups and downs, but there could be downs where your car got broken into and your wallet got stolen. But then there could be a bad day where your tire was flat and you just have to pay $50 to get a new tire. Both are bad days, so yeah, we have bad days, but how bad is your day? Even if somebody broke into your car wallet, how are you perceiving it? Somebody could have broke into your car and stole your wallet, but since you have such a high awareness and energy, you don't perceive it as a problem. I just handled it. I just have to get through it. You see what I'm saying? So even when you do have these bad days, don't let somebody else tell you, "Oh, we have our ups and downs. We have our up." No, you're down. Even though we go through the same thing, you could probably be more stressed out and depressed than me because you don't have as much energy as I do. So yeah, we have bad days and good days, but how is your bad day? How is my bad day? Two different things, depending on the individual experiencing it. It doesn't matter what's happening, it's the individual and their awareness. And since you are a powerful being, you're on your fast doing your thing, it may not affect you as much as the next person. And you guys go through the same fucking thing. So don't let some stupid motherfucker always tell you, "Oh, you can't be happy all the." No shit, you can't be happy, but even my lowest days are probably better than your best days. There's some people where they have bad days, but their bad days are better than somebody's best days. You see what I'm saying? Like a starving kid in sub-Saharan Africa, his best day is finding a bowl of rice. You go to Walmart and get some nasty ass Uncle Ben's nasty shit. You found some rice, but that ain't happy. That cheap ass shit. You don't want to eat that garbage. But a kid in Africa starving, that's the best day of his week. Finding a bowl of rice. But you can go to Walmart and get them cheap ass Uncle Ben's. You're not happy. If anything, you're probably depressed because you have to eat that cheap ass shit because you can't go to some nice ass high end restaurant or cook your own good organic meal. You see what I'm saying? So it's all perspective. Same with the bad days. Like people just say shit like that. Like, first of all, like everything people say is from their own perspective, and I even what I say is from my perspective. But I'm people who resonate with it, they gravitate and they understand me. If you don't understand me, then you don't resonate with me. Then get the fuck off my page. I'm not trying to talk to you or deal with you on that level unless you're trying to build something or do something. And at that point, then. But I'm not proving anything to no one. I don't give a fuck if like that's the thing. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. I'm just speaking when I'm speaking. I like to make that very clear. Because I don't want you guys going out there feeling like you got to prove something. Even when you out in public, don't even try to be too damn smart around motherfuckers. Like, just be yourself. I don't want motherfuckers to know I'm too damn smart all the damn time. Sometimes motherfuckers know you too smart. You get in trouble more. Like if you in a prison or some shit. I remember when I was locked up in county and somebody did something. And then the guy's like, you're not supposed to do that. And he's like, oh, it's my first time here. And I didn't know. And then the cop was like, oh, okay. And then I told him, like, you've been here before. You've been here longer than me. And I know I was joking when he was like, the cop don't know that. You just got to tell him what you got to tell him. I remember he said that. And I'm like, sometimes you got to play dumb. You got to play dumb like you don't know. It's not even playing dumb. It's just, because I don't even want to say you're playing dumb because you ain't playing dumb. You're actually smart. But you're using your smartness to pretend that you're fucking playing dumb. Your girl always says, can't be happy all the time. You can't be sad all the time either. Nobody ever says that like that as well. You can't be happy all the time. Have you ever heard anyone say you can't be sad all the time? Hell no. But everyone will all be so quick to say you can't be happy all the time. No matter how bad, sad I've been and angry I've been, I always got out of it. And I was able to laugh and forget about what the fuck I went through at that point. So it was the same way with sadness. You can't be sad all the time too. Yeah, if she hating too much, you might end up having to talk to like, because if you're in a relationship with somebody, obviously they're supposed to be there to support you. If she's hating and not supporting you, you need to like put your foot down and come respectfully. Like, okay, you need to respect me. We're working together. We're going out, and this shouldn't be an issue. And if it's an issue and it's always like nitpicking and saying something, then maybe you may have to do something like to fix that situation. Whatever you feel is necessary. But I wouldn't. That's why I say like I was speaking about earlier. I can't be with no regular ass person like dating like that. At least right now, because like unless it's somebody on my frequency, like anybody. If I'm with a female, if they're not healthy, vegan, or any on a high frequency, I can't be with that person. But you should also know where you need, because there's some people who aren't in a position that they're not. They're trying to find, let's just say there's somebody that they're trying to find somebody, a partner or whatever, but they're trying to find somebody that matches their frequency, but they're on a low frequency. Like let's just say you're smoking weed and you know you're not supposed to be smoking. You want to find a girl that smokes. That's stupid because even though you smoke now and she smokes, you're on a low frequency. So you need to probably not date no one, raise your frequency so you know yourself, then go out and date and put yourself out there with somebody at the end of the day. And I'm not saying that should be, because sometimes you may find somebody and they may smoke, they may drink, they may whatever, and there could be a very solid, good individual and bring something to the table, which it's rare, but it can happen. At that point, you could put things to the, sometimes you could push things to the side. So I'm not saying you always have to be like, but it is what it is. And I think he's like, she probably gotta go. If that's, which I don't want to tell you what to do because I don't know. I don't like to sit to just tell someone, "Oh, leave this." Do what you feel like you need to do. What you actually always commune with your spirit. What does your spirit want? If it's that bad, because you're there, so you know more than me. Then maybe you need to cut them go. Like me, all I would say is if I was in a situation and I didn't agree with somebody and I was with, and it was getting toxic, I would leave. But the way my energy is so strong that it will play before most of the time, not all of them, but most of the time it gets to that position where I end up making a decision to leave, it will already play out. Like the bitch will leave, or I will end up getting into an argument, cussing her out, making her leave, or it'll be something that, or like maybe I have to move across country or some shit and she can't go. Something will play out. That's just how it is for me most of the time. Like before it gets to that point, it'll be like something happens where the spirit gets me the fuck up out of there. Most of it will probably be me cussing a bitch out and she leave or some shit, but yeah. I'm gonna start my fast tomorrow. I got some shit to cook, and then today I stole some shit. I don't buy any of my food. I stole all this shit. I got all this organic spaghetti sauce, and organic ground turkey and shit. I didn't pay for any of that shit. Waste my money on this crap. I don't even like paying for food, but damn. Man, what's what I hate about the South, man? It's so humid and hot out here, man. I hate it out here, man. It stinks. One thing about the South is it stinks. It's humid and it's like, I don't mind the heat because I'm used to the heat, but it just stinks and it's humid. Like hell, it stinks out here, man. I think they spray some type of pheromone or something, or some type of odor in the sky around this area to make it stink. Because there's no reason why it should smell like this other than like, I think they have airplane. You know how they have chemtrails? I feel like they have odor trails or like fucking some nasty ass shit they spray as like an odor and it makes the area stink. And since it's humid, it traps the smell. You know when you like if your bathroom smells like shit, you turn on the fan and you air it out. Over here, it's so humid, so there's no fan to air it out. There's no fan to air it out, so it just the stench smells. Yeah, you see the building. Wait, crap. Hold on. Damn, where the fuck is the? Damn. Well, there's hella buildings over there. I don't think you can see them. Yeah, you can't see it. Oh, yeah, you can. See the buildings right there? It's like a sports, it's a big-ass stadium. It's a big-ass sports stadium. Yeah. It's like right down there. It's like you can see it. It's like you're in Virginia. I don't know if Virginia has humid because Virginia's kind of by the water, so it might not be as bad. But I gotta really, I don't know, just so depressing out here, man. That's one thing I miss about California, because it's more, I don't know, it's so depressing out in the South, man. It's not depressing, it's very somber and everyone's so serious and uptight and shit. It's like it's depressing kind of. The energy is just so somber and shit. I don't like it out here. I hate the South. Once I get my shit right, man, I'm moving out of here. I'm moving out of here as soon as possible. I'm getting the fuck up out of here as soon as I get my shit. Hopefully I can move out of here by the end of next year. By the end of next year, I should not be here no more. I don't know where I'm gonna move to, but I don't care where I move. I just want to move from the South, somewhere on the West Coast. It doesn't have to be California, but just somewhere on the West Coast. I don't like the East Coast. I don't like the South. I like if I'm gonna live in America, I'd rather live in the West Coast. It's like the vibe and the energy. It doesn't even have to be California. Like when I was driving through like Nevada, New Mexico, I like the vibe there. Once we hit Texas and Oklahoma, it was horrible. I could just tell the shift. When I was in New Mexico, it was good. Once we started getting into like Oklahoma, Texas, no, I went through Texas, then Oklahoma. Then that's when it started getting kind of like I didn't like the energy once we got into Texas because it was like everything was so flat and it's kind of yeah. It was cool though. South really it ain't it, man. If you can, you should try going out to the West Coast visit. Is oh shit. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Fuck. I left my I left my watermelon in the freezer. It almost froze. Cause I like to put my watermelon cause I like my shit cold. So I put my watermelon in the freezer. I put it in there a few like hours ago. I heard around like probably like an hour before I started my live stream. So it's been there for a minute. Okay, I think I know how to do this. Oh, that's how you do it. I have to fix this. It was kind of not working, but it's a air purifier. If you go to Walgreens, you can get you one of these at Walgreens. They're like 40. I think they're like $40. I stole it, so yeah. I don't want to tell you guys how I do because there's a way I steal shit. I'm not trying to do all that shit because I'm not trying to expose my secrets on here. And then I won't be able to do them no more. Because sometimes I be thinking like I should make a TikTok and shit. I'm like, hell no. I see people on TikTok exposing certain hacks and shit. I'm like, why would you do that, you dumb motherfucker? Because you're just gonna like, first of all, it's hot as hell. The police can run down on you and somebody can snitch you out. And then secondly, you're gonna pretty much expose your hack. Because there's a certain way that I do my little shit. And yeah, I'm not even gonna make a video. Because there have been times I've thought about like, well, I should go in the store and make a video and be taking this shit. Like, I'm not doing that shit. I don't even like talking about it really, let alone taking shit. Hell no. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to get my shit because pretty soon they're gonna lock everything down. Like you're not gonna be. They're gonna have this AI where you won't even be able to steal from the store because they're gonna have AI in the cameras where they'll be able to tell if you steal and then. So that's why I tell you guys, like, get in while you. I told you guys back in 2023, rob this cracker blind for all his shit. It's not even his shit. Like I don't even look at it like I'm stealing from the white because they don't own shit. These white people, they're scamming They're scamming American citizens. So you're not even stealing from the government, like because they don't own shit. You can only steal something from somebody if they own it. The government doesn't own shit. They're like scamming people having people believe they run it and then the taxpayer money goes to their bank account. So that's really what it is. The government doesn't own shit. They don't run shit. Um, yeah, they don't have shit other than what the people work for, and then the money that they get, tax money, all that money goes to the government's pockets and to help them maintain the scam. Like they'll say, "Oh, the school taxes go to the school, so taxes go to maintaining the scam." You see what I'm saying? Like it's all towards the scam. The school is indoctrination. There doesn't need to be no damn schools. So it's all retarded. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end the live stream, guys. I'm gonna be back the following day. I'm gonna leave a post tomorrow. I might be on a little bit, make a video or some shit. But I'm out. Peace.